Huzzah! We're live. Right, let's get the stuff underway. Welcome in Aladar, Awinge, the Gold YouTube, the Sage of Games, and anyone else who happens to be lurking. I have Minecraft launched. Let's see if I can change scene successfully. Wish me luck. Actually, for proper effect, what we should do is... Yay! I mean, it works. I mean, it normally works, but still... Sage, I beg your pardon. It normally works, but I never trust that it will work. Oh, look! There's a... I like the way as I move... Oh, no, it's not when I move. Just the clouds rotate on their own? No, they seem to be consistent. And when I move, some of them rotate. Weird. Interesting. I'm learning. Sort of. We are on TB today, which means truly Bedrock, obviously. And I want to work on decorating this farm, but I need blackstone. So I figured I might as well go and explore the Nether and see if I can get some blackstone to do that. So my goals for this stream are I'd like some wither skulls, so I could eventually have a beacon. I need some soul soil, blackstone, and perhaps other loot if we get an opportunity. Now, if we're going to head in, the most sensible thing is to make sure that we are well prepped. I have an ender chest and more in there. What do we have in the essentials chest? Food and some chests. More. I would like more because we've got enough shells there for 12 chests.
Hello, my baby! Hello, my honey! Hello,
Aladar has remembered that arrival sounds are a thing. Well done. We throw those bits in there. I'm going to put the tinted glass up here. I think this is pretty much everything I need. My silk touch pick is partially mended, but not fully. It's better than it was, and my fortune pick is there, so I can use it if I need to. I just need to open this up. And again, we've got enough space for more shulkers. I'm going to take... Ooh. Not that one. I'm going to take this one with me, because it's a pre-made one. That goes in. We got plenty of rockets. However, it doesn't hurt to have a few more. I'll keep the shulker box on me. I will also make sure we've got a chest plate. We do not have a chest plate. Let's fix that. Protection 3, protection 3, protection 3, 4. I'll take protection 4. Not the best chest plate, but it'll work. Sorry, not feeling 100%. I'm sorry to hear that, Aladar. Do you want to talk about it or not? Either way is fine, and either way, I hope you feel better soon. I think I've got everything I need. Oh, I know one thing I would like. I would like some obsidian and a flint and steel. So let's take a couple of those. I even have a flint and steel. I do not! Okay, I was wrong. Flint. So do that. Take those. I only really need one. Put that in. We put that back. This is going with me. I'm going to throw it in here for now. It's to go in the essentials chest. I would like some obsidian. Oh. Sure, we'll sleep too. The reason I would like obsidian is so that it gives me the option of making a portal if I need one. Now, which direction is the portal? I think it's off in that direction, but I'm not sure. So let's do the sensible thing. Open up Discord and check what it says in the documentation for the map. Any moment now. Oh, no, that's not help. Oh, found it, found it. Just scroll past it. We are 1700 by minus 1000. 1700 by minus 1000 is that way. Minus 1000 and 1700 that way. So it's the opposite direction to where I thought I was going. Really glad I checked. 1700 by minus 1000. We'll go to the end. I'll mine a bit of a pillar. It's just a solid reasonable and relatively painless way of getting obsidian. Realistically, I want enough for a couple of portals, so half a stack would be plenty. It's also something that's useful just to have in my attention. Oh dear! Trapdoor! Wolfie, you came in, you did your arrival sound, and the game crashed. Was it your fault? No. Does that mean I'm not blaming you? Also, no. Welcome in, Wolfie. Bear with. Getting there. I'm getting there. Done. Yeah. Minecraft crashes, and I don't know why. Normally went flying. The Froggy Man, welcome in. Oh, this should be the island. The hole should be somewhere around here. Hang on. It's by 1,000. It was 17 something. Oh. It was like off the coast. Ah, found it. Wait, we're not blaming Wolfie for that? Oh, well, I mean, we could. I've done worse. So willing to take the blame. So want to take a slice of cake. Ooh, stuff. Ooh, obsidian. Ooh, glass. Ah, I hate this. Ah. I'm okay. Are we going to the end? Nice. Yes, but only briefly. I will be going back to the end this weekend because the lovely, the wonderful Liara is joining me for an end raid. So we are going to do what we were supposed to do a couple of weeks ago when I went end raiding on my own. We're going to end raid together. I'm going to go for this one, but someone has already chopped a chunk off of. 103? Should be just as simple as... Make sure it's not... Nope. Don't look at Enderman. That's always the plan. Not always successful, but it's always the plan. Now, the fact that there is a staircase beneath the end portal means I'm assuming that there's a wither killing area. And Ray, thank you very much for the follow. I said half a stack. I'm just going to do this line down. If it gets me less than half a stack, I'm fine. Realistically, I should only need 10. 20 is kind of a bonus because I can make 2 portals. And any more than that is just more of a bonus. Obsidian is something that's handy to have. And I'm not building a gold farm anytime soon, or a bartering farm. With a killing area, you suffocate them in the bedrock floor. Yes. Which I would like to make use of, but mostly because... Let's start that again. I would like to make use of, but not so much for the beacon, as getting some wither roses. So my plan would be to get a load of chicken eggs and release them, and then turn those chicken eggs into chickens, and turn those chickens into wither roses. My mob farm, while successful enough to have got me probably enough gunpowder, like 3 months worth of rockets, when witches spawn in there, because it hasn't got wither roses, it's got fire. The witches then stand on the fire and go, oh, I'd best make a fire resistance potion. They do that. And then they don't die. So I don't get much redstone from it currently. Unless they die from full damage. This is not what I was expecting. Sand. Of all of the resources to find here, sand was not what I was expecting. I have to ask the question, and I'm sure someone knows. Why? Why are there vines? This seems really random. I'm clearly missing something. Isn't the end someone's base? So I'm planning on basing in the end. I don't know if they... I think Artemis. Artemis plans the base in the end, I think. Okay. Okay, we have confirmation. I'm going to put the obsidian in here. Because I shouldn't need it right now. We've got those, plenty of rockets, and in theory, this is full of... Oh. Rockets. I can afford to put a few more rockets in. Got the gunpowder. And I've got some paper. Yeah, paper. We'll just do it all. And it will possibly fit. Welcome in, Scott. Evening, Zach and Chat. Hey, Mitchie. So doing something dangerous. I'm going to be exploring the Nether because I want some stuff. Mostly blackstone, but other stuff as well, including wither skulls if I can get some. We'll see how it goes. Probably poorly. But that's why I'm doing it on stream, because then, if I die, I know you'll clip it. And at least I can monetize that failure. I can't. I'm not monetized on YouTube, but still. The point still counts. Yeah, Artemis is building her base on the main end island. Yes, that's the plan. I don't know if she's started yet. Right, we are going to use Groover's nether portal because it's just there. I haven't made one yet. And so I don't have a way in and out that's safe. And even if I did, it'll probably just connect to Groover's. So I'll use it because, you know, he's made his base get very close to my island. The least I can do is make use of his stuff. How you doing, Scott? Ooh, right, I think we're caught up on chat. Let's glide gracefully. I got caught out earlier today by a bedrock thing where if you press spacebar, you plummet out of the air. I was like, whoops. I accidentally hit space as I was flying. Brazil. No, Basil. I can read. Maybe. Right, we're going to head in. And what I'm going to do is take a note of the coordinates of the portal. Because we are not at 00. And whilst my instinct is to go, oh, I'll just head back to 00 if anything happens. Nope. Not a good idea. 83.94. That's not too bad. Minus 94. Now the question is, which direction do I fancy flying in? And I do have fire protection. I fancy going that way. Good a direction as any. But we can find... Oh, did I... I have a shovel. Yeah, so flying through the Nether when I died earlier today during flight. Well, technically I died during a very, very quick falling session. It feels dangerous. Ooh, blackstone. I need some of this. I'm not going to stand here and grab loads of blackstone. In fact, I think that's enough, really. Bad. There are lots of options of which way to go in the Nether. You can choose between death, death, and extra death. Ooh, extra death. Like death, but with more pizzazz. More style. More grace. More dignity. Well, maybe not the dignity bit. Me and dignity doesn't go well. It's never gone well. Again, thank you for so many people tuning in while I'm jumping into danger and clearly here rooting for me to do well. Oh, someone's been here. I was thinking I could raid that, and I was a little bit surprised that we'd be finding something so soon. Oh. I'm going to walk up this bit just in case there is a clear way out. Ooh. I need my fortune pick for this, I would say. Fortune pick! I was lucky. Monochrome, welcome in. Throw that in. We touch this, not break it with a fortune. That would be a very quick way to need to get home. I'm going to break this gold stuff because I need gold. There's a market that's using gold as its main currency, and I have what can only be described as very little. So it makes sense to grab a little bit while I can. And I've got storage space for it. We are, in fact, in my least favourite biome. Ooh. I do this from a distance. XP orbs go into my mending pick. Makes sense. If you silk it, is guaranteed gold ingots. Good point. I should probably do that. I may have forgotten that bit. I can hear scary pigs. They are somewhere. There, some mending. Now, if I were to do this... Oh, no. This. I can cut through the hill. It makes more sense to just find another way, but not much but a chatter about how are you. I think chat is the most important thing of streaming. Otherwise, I might as well be solo playing my stream, so I have company. Zombies are fine. Now this looks like a place where they will come down from, but that doesn't seem too bad. I'm going to do the thing where we tunnel. So I had a moment where I went, I'm sure I must have missed a message in chat there. But no, just the gold was saying hello to Mitchie. Which means I am off the hook. That's right. I'm caught up with chat. I'm a good streamer who won't embarrass himself. Also, if anyone's watched my recent videos, very much thank you for doing so. I had a little bit of a hard time a couple days ago because I realised I hadn't had many views on my recent Dragon's Lair video. I was feeling a little bit down about it. Hello! Excuse me, pigs. Hello, other pigs. Boop. Boop. Elytra on. Jump and glide. Graceful. Go through this way. Oh, this looks fun. Whoop. Maybe not that. Maybe not that. Maybe we go up here. Less kind of deathy. Abandoned portal. Just checking for ghasts. Nope. I don't have soul speed, which feels particularly odd. My single player world, I have soul speed and it's amazing. Ow! Rude. Fixed. Yeah, I'm still not used to shooting in Bedrock. No, he despawned. It's fine. Ah! Okay. Moving on. I'm going to take the leggings. It just feels like the right thing to do. Also going to take the gold nuggets and the iron nuggets. We've got space for it. Right, Elytra is on, I think. Ooh. Just getting up in here. Grab that. Thank you very much. Basil, thank you very much for the follow. we are clearly in 2 chunks. Ooh. That worked. Still getting used to how breaking blocks feels different in Bedrock. Ooh, 1 ghost here. Mind if I do? Got it. Don't really need bones, but I'll pick them up for now anyway. Can you get a disc from the ghasts? I don't know, actually. I know that you can get a disc from ghasts, but I can't remember whether it's happy ghasts or regular ghasts. And I haven't cared enough to look into it, which is probably an oversight. I don't want to do all of my blackstone gathering here. I just want to do a little bit every now and then when I land. Kind of chips away at the total amount needed. I was heading that way to start with. I've now veered off slightly. Ooh. Hello! I don't think many people have been over this way. Call it a hunch. Oh. I hate it when the Nether ends up so closed off like this. This. This feels safer. I look good in my temporary gold armor. Scott, you do realise there are villagers you can just trade with, right? Scott is a member of Ramble Life server I am also a part of. I haven't had a chance to get on much lately. Aha! Bastion! This is promising. Also terrifying, but promising. Right, he has got a crossbow. I don't want to be pushed into the fire. Gonna land and have a look. This feels like a safe distance. Although I hear the ghast. There he is. Rude. Right, where was I? On down. I don't like being on fire. Right. Interrupting. Oh, come on. That may have been my fault, but still. Regular ghast by shooting a fireball back at them. Okay. Which I'm finding really tricky in Bedrock. The timings are a little bit off, but also, more importantly, it's the size of the projectiles that are the problem. The tiers one, I believe. Okay, that makes sense. I'm going to fly up there and see whether we can see the top of the bastion. We can. This is not safe. But that's okay. Pop this on. Just taking it easy. Talking about Discord tiers, it sounds oddly eldritch. I think so, although my understanding of the definition of eldritch is not something I feel confident with. Right, there are clearly piglins that are not happy with me. I can hear them being angry. I don't just sense it, I actually hear it. Nice! Kill a skeleton with an arrow from more than 50 meters away. Really? That was more than... that wasn't 50 meters away. For me, it gives me nightclub vibes. You and I have gone to different places. Right, we're going to grab this, so it's on my hotbar. Going to go up here. I feel okay with this. If you move slightly to the side and hit the fireball, you should hit it more often. Weird hitbox. Yeah, it's years of behaviour I have to unlearn. Right, I've angered him. Now he's gone down, which means there's probably not a path up from where he is. And he thinks the best way to get near me is to go down. Now the problem is there could be stuff above. So we land here. And I'm just going to make holes. I'm being cautious. I said cautious! Don't shoot me when I'm being cautious, that's rude. As I was saying. It's not fun. I don't like this. I find it terrifying. Alright, just walking around here. If they could get to me, they would. Moving on. Just being cautious. There. This seems perilous. It feels perilous. I don't like it. However, the brutes are below and they're not coming up. So it feels less perilous now. Okay, I am out of space. We're going to head down here. Put this down. And more importantly, I'm going to put that down. Basically, everything that I don't need can go in here. And I don't need most of this stuff. Sort it out later, that's fine. There are a lot of skeletons. Right, that feels better. Go have a pick the stuff up before it despawns. I don't have an axe. It's fine. Still fine. I said fine. I have fire protection, so it's not too bad when I'm in fire like that. It's just not ideal, granted, but you know, could be worse. Supposed to be 2. Yeah. One golden apple. Nothing major. What I should probably do is get rid of the stuff I don't need. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Soul speed 2 boots. Ooh, 14 to... Ooh, that's decent. Anything else we don't need? I should probably get rid of. White wool! Before it's a problem. Don't need this and that, so put these things in. And I have the ability to make more chokers. what I'm going to do is that now. We have space, we're fine. Shh. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this next to where ghast spawn, but you know. I've started, I'm going to commit. We'll do this and that. And then when I break this, we can put it away. I shan't need to craft any more for a while, hopefully. This goes in. These two go in here. That's full. That's full. And we're good. Thanks, Scott. Right. We were heading in that direction. I've just allowed myself to get distracted. I mean, there is an argument for continuing down and seeing whether I can find more chests, but also there's an argument for rude. I don't know. Oh, you're up there. Fair enough. There's an argument for just carrying on. Got my elytra on, so let's fly off. I think it's this direction. It is this direction. And we'll see what we can find. Big open space where I can't see a thing. New chunks, clearly. Chunks still loading. Thanks, server. Just chipping away at the blackstone that I need. Go away! I'm sure he was despawning as I hit him, but that's okay. I still take the glory. I saw him. Just not that bothered because we're heading off in that direction. Whoop. And we'll continue looking. This is not the best way of doing it. However, this is... What? Got him! Oh, he's... Sorry? So we have a second bastion. Tempted to land on that ledge and have a look around. This is the ledge that tells me nothing! You don't like me, do you? Oh. Alright, we'll land over here. This was the plan all along, I promise. Wow, they really don't like me. They're, coming this way. Now the question is, can they... Can land gracefully over here, assess the situation. It's finding if there's any chests that I can get without being too risky. Ow! Right, clearly not. Well, there is, but degrees of riskiness. Right, so there's a chest over there. I don't know if I'm accessible, but I'm just taking some punts at the moment. We'll see what happens. But he's not pathfinding to me. That doesn't mean nothing can pathfind to that chest. Oh, he's doing well. Just picking him off. He's somewhere below. Not entirely sure where. That's okay. The chest over there. Let's make sure we got rockets on the hotbar. I'm gonna use this blackstone to get me over that way a little bit. And peer around. Let's just head over a block or two. Break this, see what spills out. Not much. I'll take the disc though. Land gracefully. I thought I saw a chest over there. There's definitely one over that way. Blocks. Thank you. Don't really need to deal with the pig, but... Sorry. Hoglin? If anything, it's probably in my interest to leave him. Down the block. I do not have materials to get to where I want to be. I need to do the sensible thing. Give me a second. JC! Right, let's poke a hole in this. I want to make sure that I'm either underneath the ledge or not directly next to that. I don't want something to drop on top of me if I can help it. That was not a wise way of doing it. Never mind. Cracked? Sure. Ah! Go cracked. It's fine. I need the blocks. Nope. I'm not panicking. I'm just reassessing, repositioning. That's the wording. And gracefully. I was saying. Okay, he sees me. He sees me. Do this. He'll hate me, I'm sure. And off we pop. This seems like a relatively safe space to be, so let's land here. Got a shulker box we can unload the stuff into. Boopy boop boop boop. Go away. Iron sword. Nobody likes you. Pork chops. Soul speed. Eh. Let's go back in. Back towards it at least. Hey pig. Okay, there is a fair bit over there. Let's make sure we eat up. I see you have chosen the way of danger today. I have. Why, do you want to join me? Welcome to Geo. If anyone isn't familiar with Geo, You should be. There's a link. Go click it. Give a follow. While I was giving... Oh, the chest. Why am I doing this? Because need some blocks. Move that off my hotbar and that off my hotbar. Go away! I don't like rockets in my offhand.
Forbidden donut.
Forbidden donut! This feels dangerous. I'm just being relatively sensible. Ooh. There's the chest. What I'm going to do is find a way of just standing above it. I'm more afraid of the brutes than anything else. If I get shot down off my pedestal by a crossbow, it won't do that much damage as long as I'm not surrounded by brutes. I'm busy this month. Oh, okay. Just gonna break the chest. See what spills out. Hang obsidian. Don't hear angry noises, which is slightly surprising. Pick up the loot, the blocks. And then back up again. Right, there is another chest over there. I need to get near it and then pick her up. Also, what I need to do is unload some... So let's just do this first. I don't need. Supposed to be 3! Nice. That's my pickaxe. I can eat this. And it saves me keeping another thing. Sensible. How you doing, Donut? They do ridiculous damage. Oh, yeah. Which is why my biggest fear is being sniped with a crossbow and then landing on top of a brute. They do a lot of damage in a very short period of time. We have rockets. Or an escape plan. That's slightly terrifying. This is less terrifying. Still a little bit terrifying, but less terrifying. Doing okay? I'm glad to hear it, Donut. I'm not hearing much rage. Ooh, netherite! Or ancient debris, I should say. I break this. I need to hop down once I've done so, pick up all the stuff, and then run off! Fleeing from the danger. I hear anger. I'm going to give them a couple moments to approach. If they haven't approached by now, they probably can't pathfind to me, because that is the best spot to be. My golden carrots! Mine! I woke up this morning and chose danger. You're quite right. Run away. I don't need to run away. I'm perfectly safe. Ish. Chocker box. Ancient debris. No. Oh. Okay. Just leave me alone. I need to be very careful not to hit that. There. I don't like this being shot at. It's not fun. Right. Need to boop a brute. I've killed a few brutes. My biggest concern is just putting this stuff away. And throwing this sort... Didn't mean to do that. Didn't need to do it, I should say. This is mine. We are heading that way. Away from the ghast. Also trying to gather blackstone. Blackstone was my main priority. However, so far... This is probably worth putting in. I've got 2 empty shulkers anyway. Right. No. Also not the time. Not the time! Hey, Winch, thank you very much for the 100 bits. But you know you can give those bits without giving me a heart attack at the same time. However, much appreciated. Thank you. Bedrock being bedrock. Also known as bug rock. For reasons. I can't think of any of those reasons. Ooh. This looks like a fun place to be. Thank you. I don't like the look of this. I'm going to fly over here. Land gracefully. It's the pack spawning I don't like. Oh, they're having a fight. Never seen the piglins spawn on the bridge like that before. There. With the skeleton! I have knock back. I need to be careful not to knock him back too far. I got coal! It's Christmas all over again. Good day. One of the reasons is chunk loading won't work on Bedrock. One of. I want 3 wither skeleton skulls, so, you know, if I happen to get some while here, that'd be a mob squishier in Bedrock. I don't remember one hitting a blaze before. Nope. Or wither skeletons. Stand still! I wasn't expecting him to actually stand still, but take it. Need to keep you on your toes. Yeah, obviously, because, you know, I'm so relaxed right now. So relaxed. Oh, there is a bit to cross there. I have...
Hey, Zach.
Yep.
If it hurts,
Yep.
don't do it.
I have looting on my sword. Ow, I'm withering! I'm gonna die! Run away! With the skeleton. Oh, second with the skeleton. Oh! Not expecting there to be any loot over here, but you know. Worth checking. I'm waiting for people to start selling beacons and I'll save up for them. Fair. I mean, that is reasonable. I don't actually want the beacon as much as I want wither roses. My mob farm works without wither roses, but I'm not getting any redstone from it. And I'd like redstone. Redstone would be fun. Go on. Shoot at me and hit a zombie pigman. See what happens. Oh, you're in trouble now! So it's something quite satisfying. Which farms are good for redstone? They are, yes. I don't have one. I have a generic mob farm, and it should produce a tiny, tiny amount of redstone. But because I am using campfires at the moment rather than wither roses to kill the mobs, if they don't die from full damage, the... Oh, yeah. Good day! If they don't die from full damage, they will consume a fire resistance potion, which whoa, that's a lot of lava. Blimey. I forget how small the simulation distance is on Bedrock. The fact that lava wasn't already flowing is kind of weird. Pop over here. I'm not aiming to get wither skeletons. I'm just open to the possibility. Don't want to do this. What's wrong with this? This is fine. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'll use the... Ah! I'm on fire! That looks like a head. I could be wrong. I was not wrong. Whoop, 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 whoop. Just gonna land here and pick up this experience. Yep, that's a wither skeleton skull. We are going to land and deal with these ones. Ow, I'm on fire. Nope.
Oh, for the sake of moments.
Landing on the ground. Just in case, but the withering was too problematic. A sensible thing. Just sit here for a moment. Do you know what? Let's do this. Geo remembered! Arrival sounds are a thing. We're gonna offload the stuff I want but don't necessarily need to keep in my hotbar. Those back on. Let's eat the bacon. Is that your coffin? No. I was just organising my stuff. Just get rid of this, that, and that. Perfectly fits through the hole. Right, my elytra is fully repaired, which is fine. Good. Maybe we should switch to the chest plate. There is an argument on both sides. The chest plate is definitely a good option in many ways, but I'd rather have the option of a quick exit. And yes, I know that I can quick change between them. I'm just not expert enough with it. And that wasn't too scary until I had a wither rose behind, with a skeleton behind me. That was the problem. It was a skill issue, really. When I land, the fire is not a problem. See how high my health is? It's fine. He shoots! He scores! I'm on fire again! Oh, he's down. Let's eat. Want to have a quick look, see if there's any loot around here. There's a couple died on this ledge. Nope, we're good. We've still got plenty of arrows, which is good. They don't like me, and that's understandable. Also, nothing new. There was a wither skeleton that fell down. I see nothing other than bones on the ground. You made it work, so meh. Sometimes it does happen. There are crossroads here. Whilst being slightly terrifying, at least have exits. Nothing behind me. Oh, gravy. Pop over here. We're just keeping an eye out for loot, picking up some arrows and some experience. I've got plenty of rockets. Nope. And we're out. I'm fine. Angelic Wanderer! Okay, more important than the bits that I just got given. Angelic is amazing and a sweetheart. How are you feeling? Last we spoke, you were under the weather. I hope you are feeling fully recovered. Back to your normal awesomeness, please. Hello! Ah! Whoa! You know what? This isn't worth it. There are lots of blazes. I'm going to go this way. Eat my lunch. Spin round. And go back. And now there are no blazes. He says with confidence. Okay, that's slightly annoying. And there are blazes again. And lots of blazes. Whoop. Elytra, good condition. Fly away. Back. They despawn as soon as you're 48 blocks away, I believe. Then they respawn when I get back. But it allows me to just head over this way. Everything despawn. Isaac, I'm 95% better. Lingering cough and congestion. Yeah, that last 5% always takes a while. I'd be remiss not to pick up the blaze rod. And it's important to repair my pick when I can, because my elytra's pretty much mended. He dead. He's dead. And... Woo! What? Under that ledge is fine to pick up anyway, so I don't mind killing them over there. I don't think anything of value went down, but if it did, it's easy to pick up. Right, we're good as long as there aren't blazes. Blazes are a pain. Hello. Oh, you messed up now, skeleton. I may have dropped too far away there. Those buggers need to be so stingy with dropping hits. I've got one! And again, this wasn't my main aim. I'm just happening to be here and thinking, might as well try. Whoop, up, up, up. And I'm not using looting a lot of the time. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm on fire! I'm on fire! Oh yeah, I'm fine. I got fire protection. Not fire resistance. I'm not fireproof. No. I'm fire resistant. Hello? Nope, nope, and nope. Also nope. Also nope. That's okay. Running! We're okay. Just land here gracefully. With style and dignity intact. That worked? That worked. Thankfully on Bedrock the drops seem to fall at their feet rather than getting spread out away from them. Partially be tempted to make a wither skeleton farm in Bedrock just because it's such a different mechanic that I'm curious as to whether I can find an interesting way of doing it. Fire persistent, exactly. Hey D, good to see you. How you doing? I'm in danger. And I'm okay with that. It's fun. Part of me's tempted to go in and see what's there, but also part of me is going, I don't really need that. Do I need that? Do I need that drama? Do I? Tell you what, let's go from here. Hello! That works. Just poke my head in here. I can't reach. Break this one. Step down. Gold! Nice! Useless junk. Nether fortresses need an update. Feel so old. I'm inclined to agree, but also, but they're classic. You know, you can't change them. They're classic. They're part of Minecraft, and I rely on things remaining the same because I'm not that good that I can adapt. I mean, I'm not good full stop, but still. Ooh, yes, please. Smithing template. Take those. Not why I was here, but I will happily accept it. Let's land. There is a lot of wither skeletons. Just realised how close that was. Okay, and we're just going to run through here, picking up this XP before it despawns. This is how I'm repairing my pickaxe now, apparently.
I walk in the door.
It's a prime thing!
Time.
I can't see what I'm doing! I was trying to read chat. Jumpy, thank you very much. 42! Wow, good to see you. Let me land somewhere relatively safe. Where have I been safe once before? Around here? Wait. Actually, where was it around here? Nah, we'll just land on some random hill. I'm sure this is perfectly safe. Oh. I didn't Jumpy. Just ignore them. I have warm thoughts. Ow! Ow, very warm. Right. Where am I gonna go? Let's go for this tree over here. This seems like a safe place for me to perch. Then here's a ghast immediately after perching. Ooh. It's the answer to life, the universe, and everything. It is! I know where my towel is. We recently... I'm sure Towel Day was fairly recent. Towel Day is in honour of Douglas Adams, the author behind Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I'd like to go down there and see if there's anything of interest. Although before I do that, let's offload the good stuff in here. And yes, I'm including coal as good stuff. Smithing template? Yeah. Stone sword? No. Stone sword. Clearifothith. Bow? Nope. Sword? Nope. I'm running out of arrows, worryingly. Which I'm kind of surprised by. Grumpy piggies? No, they're as good as gold. They're not grumpy. Right, pop this shulker in here because it's relatively full. We need to be aware that I'm running low on arrows. Should we go have a look? What's the worst that can happen? I land over here. He shoots! He scores! Right. There is a chest there. There's probably not much of interest in it, but I'm looking anyway. Obsidian! Gold ingots! Fine! My gold. Zoogwogabin. I'd be grumpy too if someone randomly showed up and started shooting at things. Not randomly. It's purposefully. With intent. Poise. Style. Right, we only have 34 more arrows, so I'm tempted to not bother for more skeleton heads. Because it's a little bit dangerous, so we're going to probably fly off. I need to grab blackstone. That's my main priority for being out here. Hi-dee-doo. Should be doing all the greetings and stuff. If you're low on rockets, just use a Riptide Trident. I'm not low on rockets. That's the one thing I'm definitely not low on. Oh. I need to head home, which is that way. But if we see patches of blackstone, like this, we'll stop and grab some. I don't need a lot. I want some. My priority in here is to get blackstone because I need it for decorating the mob farm. Go away! So go away. Oh! You know there's 34 arrows. They're not going very far. What if I miss like that every shot? South America is pretty good. Oh, wait, what? What was that in relation to? Ah! Hello. The Enderman scared me. Understandably so, but still. Haven't been to Texas in ages, too far away. I've never been to Texas. If I were to have an opportunity, I feel like I need to, if nothing else, but to visit friends that live there. I've been down to Texas there. Okay. I've only actually been to Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina. I think those are the only states I've been to. I've been to them a fair bit. Yeah, those are the ones. I've been to those too! Woohoo! We have things in common. What next? You'll be telling me you like Minecraft. Wait, you do like Minecraft! Also took a Greyhound to New Orleans. I'll be doing that again. Why? Why won't you be doing that again? Because you don't want to do Greyhound racing? I'm curious. This feels like a relatively simple way of getting blackstone. Be a little bit wary of you. However, spam clicking is a thing in Bedrock. Feels wrong. But you know, also quite right. Ow! Death! They're just multiplying! They look smaller and cuter, but still painful to deal with. Much like customer services. Wasn't that funny? But I try. Oh, there's a bridge just over there. Is that the... Who knows? What I should have done is measured how much blackstone I need. I didn't do that. I probably should. Would rely on me opening up Java though, because that's the place where I have the design for my mob farm, although it's probably more filled than it needs to be. However, there's a 90% chance I'll be in London next year. I suppose. Jumper says, I went to New Orleans before the flood destroyed it pretty badly. I liked it. It was neat. Yeah, I find that a very sad topic because the amount of help that was given to New Orleans was so underwhelming. Didn't feel like they were given the support that they deserved and needed. I remember watching a program showing the place years after the flooding, and I'm failing to pick stuff up because my inventory's full. I can't tell. Either way, let's just leave. Right, we are heading... Oh, this way. Perfect. Not this way. This way. I need to catch up on chat. Let me do the sensible thing by going in here. Ah! There we go. Haha! I'm relatively safe. Right, Zug says, I do still want to hit up New York at some point, but not anytime soon, the way things are, sadly. I've looked at New York and I've wanted to go, but most of my desires are upstate New York. I remember watching a documentary on it years and years ago where they went up the Hudson, and it was so beautiful. So beautiful. Jumpy said New Orleans. I read that one. 90% chance to be in London next year. 90% chance. Is it work or pleasure? I'm curious now. Jumpy says, I was in New York earlier this year. The air made my throat hurt. Would bring a mask next time. Funny enough, I saw someone this week who I was catching up with. They were talking about New York. And they went, after about 3 or 4 days, you kind of feel a little bit sluggish and ill. And they were questioning whether it was the food or whether it was the air. And I went, it's probably more likely the air. Although this was a few years ago they went. Going on a girls' trip to Scotland and probably flying to London and taking the train. I just realised something. I am not particularly safe here. There, fixed. The Froggy Man says, I've never been outside of Europe. See, I don't know if there's as much need to travel outside of Europe as there is to travel outside of the US. The US is very fortunate in how much geographical change you can get within the same relative culture. You go to New York and you're surrounded by people that are not too dissimilar from people in California. You get differences of culture throughout America, but they're relatively minor compared to going through Europe. And you go from Germany to France to Spain to the Netherlands, and every single country is a different culture. You can experience most climate and weather within the bounds of the US, but it means you don't have as much culture and history for it. It's hard to justify traveling, and it's so expensive. Whereas, if you're in Europe traveling to other parts of Europe, you get different geography and also different culture, and it's relatively affordable. If you're in America, it's really difficult to do that. It's so far to travel. Central Park is so beautiful, and the Metropolitan Museum was very cool. Good. Great place, Europe. Culture, history, food. I've heard it's best in the world. I mean, there is, but then you find that it's not everywhere in Europe. Sad to say I may possibly be sick. No, I'm sorry to hear that, Sharkada. I hope you feel better soon. That's not nice. Jumper says, I've never been outside of North America. So you've been to Canada, Mexico? Both? One of? I'm curious now, Jumpy. You should come all the way up to the Champlain Valley. Absolutely stunning. Where? Sorry. Never been outside of Australia. Not much here compared to the US or Europe. You also have to travel a long way from Australia to get different cultures, and well, it's difficult. Writes down Champlain Valley. It's down Hugzug. I've been to Mexico. Okay, but not Canada. Lake Champlain, upstate New York. Okay. It may have even been in the documentary. I don't know. I forget the names of the places. I remember the documentary. In fact, I had it saved on my computer for years because I recorded it on PVR? DVR? I used to watch TV on my computer, and so I recorded that episode to watch it later. I watched it and then went, I'm keeping this. So I just kept it, watched it several times. We have a similar story to Loch Ness up here. Donut, have I ever told you a story about Loch Ness? I'm just curious if I have. Also, I can hear pig boys that probably don't like me right now. But they're outside. I don't think so. Okay, give me one moment. I need to adjust the shutter. I've got light bleeding in and just shining on my screen. There we go. I couldn't tell which shutter it was, so it took me a while. So, I'm going to drink my tea. We'll tell the story while I'm flying. See whether I can manage a flight and story at the same time. Oh, hello, Jasmine. I have a cat. Keep making meow noises. Come on then. Up you come. Right, I have a cat on my lap. I'm stroking the cat. And Judith, welcome in. She likes to nudge me while I'm streaming and just go, hello, do you still love me? And I have to pick her up, stroke her for about 20 seconds. She goes, oh, good, Daddy still loves me. And then I'll place her on my lap, and she'll go, that was nice. I think I'll jump down. Oh no. Moving to the side next to my desk. Right, let's try and do this sensibly. Going to... Ooh. I don't like it. Let's go this way. My website is not websiting at the moment. Oh dear. My cousin got an invitation to go to New York with friends for his birthday. Sounds like an opportunity he shouldn't miss out on. Oh, he's active and talking and said hi. Huh? It is now websiting and I can hear. Hi. Hi! This is the way. Running! This is not the way, but I'm out now. Sort of. Behind me, that needs to go. Don't want to go that high. Let's we'll head this way a bit. so we can get. So the story about Loch Ness actually involves my brother. You see, many, many years ago, we went on a holiday on the Caledonian Canals, the canals that connect the lochs. And we stopped off at Loch Ness for food. Delicious. Lovely. And while we were at this lovely restaurant at the side of Loch Ness, we were waiting to order. And I'm sitting there waiting for the waitress thinking, I really... And it takes ages before it gets served. So long that I give up on waiting on the waitress. And I go, nope, I'm going to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom and I told... can I have some chunks loading, please? I told my family members what I planned to eat. Hello? Is this one I was at earlier? Assuming not. So I told them what I was going to have, and I went to the bathroom. Because when you gotta go, you've got to go. Well, when I went to the bathroom, they had not a set of toilets for men, but a single men's toilet. And I was standing there doing the I need to pee dance. We've all done it from time to time. It doesn't actually help. It doesn't relieve the need to pee, but it feels like it helps, so we do it anyway. So I was doing the I need to pee dance, and as time went by, the longer I was standing there, the more I was thinking, I don't know if I can wait much longer. I don't know if I can wait much longer. And I eventually caught my eye down the hallway and I saw the disabled toilet. I'm not disabled. However, if I didn't use it, I was going to have an accident. And so I figured it's probably best that I use that rather than have an accident in this restaurant. So I go in, and when I come out, there is my brother and my 2, maybe 3-year-old nephew standing at the door. My brother says, "Ah, that's where you were." Right? Yeah? He said, "Well, funny story. I'll tell you in a moment when we sit down." Well, the story goes that my nephew needed to go to the toilet shortly after I decided that I needed to go. So my brother took him to the toilet. And as he was standing outside the toilet, noticing that the gents' toilet was engaged, he then assumed that it was me in the bathroom. And because he assumed it was me, he thought it would be funny to unlock the door from the outside. As you may be aware, many locks on toilets have a little thing that you can turn to unlock it in case of an emergency. He unlocked the door to this bathroom, this toilet, that I was not in. He opened the door and he yelled, "Surprise!" to this person he'd never met before, but now knew very intimately. Pause the story, okay? So while we were sitting in the restaurant, he was telling me, well, if anyone looks at us funny, just ignore them. No ad. Oh, okay. Tell you what, this feels like a safe place to be. I'll just, loiter around here and drink my tea. Pause the story. Pause the story! See, this is how I should cause people to subscribe. I should just know that ad breaks are going to happen. Give them cliffhangers, and then, oh no, ads have started, and they have to quickly subscribe to me so that they can get the rest of the story. Good job, sex brother. Bet he still stands up. Stays up. We love capitalism, do we? Do we? Anyway, hopefully when people get back from the ads, they let me know. And in the meantime, my tea. Sounds like a ruse. Wait, are you back? Are the ads already ended? See, on my side it says 21 seconds. Whenever Twitch tells me there are ads, I trust it somewhat, but not entirely. Done. Okay. For me. But other people might have ads. So you end up with ad windows, and whether you get served an ad is down to whether Twitch has ads for your demographic in your location, etc. So where was I before I got cut off? I mean, I basically finished the story, but I have coffee, as is my tradition. Good choice, Jumpy. You'll have to let me know where I got cut off because I didn't realise the ads had started. I think we're going that way. We are going that way, although before I do that, I'm going to quickly check my coordinates because I took a photo with my phone because I learnt the hard way that taking a screenshot doesn't include the chords. A best BR 4M is not good. Oh, I'm sorry. Tito, thank you for coming in. He unlocked the door. Yes. Okay. So he unlocked the door from the outside, opened the door, yelled surprise at this stranger he'd never met before, who then promptly shut the door in my brother's face. Which is probably for the best. The worst thing he could have said is, "Oh, I've been expecting you. Come in." Have a good rest of your night. Take care, Tito, and thank you again for joining. Should probably have emptied my inventory in case I found loot. We are heading this way to basically 100 by 100? The 100 by minus 100. It's a relatively simple flight this way, as long as we can get through and it's not too painful. Unfortunately, with the Nether and its generation, it's rarely straightforward because you end up with big amounts of land mass in the way. Please have a seat next to me on the single seat here. Yeah, I suppose that would be slightly worse. I said 100 by minus 100. Probably about in line. What is that? It's Boss's head. Okay. Interesting. Oh, this is promising. That is Groover's portal. Ta-da! I have landed! That's why they call me the Eagle. Because the Eagle is... Yeah, you got... That was a quick transition. Oh, I hate the waviness as she comes through the portal. Who is online? Oh, Groover's on. I'm assuming means he's somewhere around the edge here. This is Groover's portal. Wowzer, that wasn't there at... It's so weird watching people fly in Bedrock. It looks like they're walking. Ah! Oh. Usually call you ZactheDragon. Ah, that's another thing. Sometimes people call me that. Sometimes people call me more fitting names. The talented. No, that's typically that. You've been busy. Oh, let's try not doing all caps. Wow, this was not his dryer was not connected there today when I went through the portal. It is since I've been to the Nether. Also, I'm getting free sand. I feel very tempted to steal it because it's despawning and it offends me. We call you a belovable friend. I've been called many things. Many things! Going fast and I'm loving it. Good. Right, we have this shulker here. I'm going to offload stuff into. Then I'm going to collect my freebies that are sitting on the ground. I want those. But it's not my freebie. Could be. Tell Groove that we say hi. Chat says hi. Jumpy specifically says that you're all right, I suppose. There you go. You happy now? Wowza. Oh, River's also streaming. This is so fast. I don't know how he's done it so quickly. I think it would be like the side near you, clear water walls. Otherwise, always looks better. I was going to say, it looks best when you've got coral reef and sea pickles. How come when I come out of chat, it doesn't show me the latest message there? Anyway, up to the farm. We have loot to go through, and I might start putting some of the blackstone in. This one. Oh, this one. And this one. Not a huge amount of loot, but it feels good. One new diamond pickaxe. Happy for that. And a dried ghast. I don't know if I will use that anytime soon. Ancient debris and the netherite. Ooh. The netherite scrap is kind of tempting because I don't have a good way of mending my pickaxe. At the moment, I'm very limited on how quickly I can mend it. Ooh! Sorry, let me just fix this. Is groovy or navy? Absolutely. So the blackstone was the main thing I wanted because we need to decorate this down below. And I do have screenshots so I can have a look. In your cozy cabin that you totally have. Use the ghast as a decoration. Gotcha. I have plans for the surface, but I want to get the stuff underneath working first. What a tune! Right, blackstone. That's what I need. I'm going to take all of this out and start placing it. I will need to open up my screenshot, so bear with me one moment. Minecraft screenshots. The new Tears disc is my favourite song. I'm sure I've heard it, but I don't know now. Ah, so the edge block is supposed to be glass, and the one in from that blackstone. It's hard as blackstone. Right, back to full screen. This is good. Have you seen Zloy's music video? I saw exclusive previews. He shared it within the TV community first. And when he went, I've started working on it and showed segments before he'd finished the whole thing. That's right, I'm part of the cool crowd. Cool crowd now. That's really difficult to say. He's so talented. I mean, yeah. But I would argue I know you are equally talented, just in different ways. Done. Tea is finished. Right, we want to work on the farm. Best way for me to do that, take a redstone block and lock up the farm. Way for me to do that. Come down here. So currently washing out means that torch needs to be turned off, and the way to wash it out, do that. So it goes back there and it won't go back again. John, I didn't see the whole name. Thank you very much for the follow. Sorry, I didn't say I wasn't, but there is a lot I admire about Zloy. He's alright, I suppose. We're going to work on the top layer because it's the one that is most visible. Let's break the glass. This one and this one. I want some torches, so let's grab some of those. I'm surprised I don't have some on me. What are we working on? We are now working on my mob farm. We've turned it off so that I can work on it. That's the beautiful thing about flushers. They're toggleable. Sure I had torches. Torches! There we go. Perfect. I like that. Jongen van der. Jongen? If that's how to pronounce it, please give me a little well done. And if not, please tell me how I could be better. And feel free to flog me. Right, I'm going to grab the gold out there. I like kind of chipping away at the stuff that needs to be done as and when I'm opening up the chest here. I can go, oh, while I'm in this one, just grab this. And then realise I don't have a chest for soul sword. I do have a chest for soul sword. Never mind. Good enough. Thanks. I mean, I don't want good enough. I want to get it right. You are giving me your precious time to be in here, so the least I can do is attempt to get your name correct. So feel free to educate me. Do not need these. What we need is a blackstone. The edge blocks are blackstone. Do that first. And then inside is blackstone as well, but we'll do these. Anything I drop should, in theory, wash down and be picked up by the hoppers. So I'm not overly concerned about stuff going in. It's fine. It's pronounced Jongen. Okay. Jongen. I think I can manage that. And if I ever get it wrong, please feel free to correct me. That was my next guess, followed by Hongen. Sure. I believe you, Jumpy. You knew exactly how to pronounce the name before we even started. So this is the mob farm we worked on last week in stream. And I got it functioning with just the stone that was already here. But obviously I want to switch things out so that it's more complete. Now this bit, when we make a hole, is going to leak to the layer below. But it's not problematic. Because it won't cause any issues. I don't think. Might do on the edge bits. Although realistically what I could do is turn the farm that was locked with the water out and then come in and light this area up. It shouldn't be too difficult. In fact, why aren't I doing that? I could just do that. That would make a lot of sense. I'm called Jumpy, pronounced with the English J. How do you know it's English? Is it like scones? Sons? Oh. That makes it much easier to walk around, and I don't have to worry about leaking so much. Not that I was worried anyway. Now the idea for this farm is that what's going to happen in the future is that I can have windows on that side and look into it as it's operational. Which is why I'm making the effort to decorate. I just don't have all the blocks that I want to decorate, but I can make a start. Very pale and kind of a nerd. English. English is a nerd? English people, or specifically an English person you know, sure. Means boy from the Netherlands. Okay. I have learnt a thing. Yongun. Guessing Yong is young boy? Vanada sounds like from Netherlands, but I don't know. I've never done Flemish? Dutch? I'm not a linguist. Can you tell? No, Yongun means boy. Okay, darn it. And a 50-50 chance. Let me think about this. I might do some polished blackstone. So this block going across here will be polished. I'm going to do that, and it'll be the same for above on that ledge. But I'm more keen to do the bit down here than I'm the bit up there. The bit up there is much easier to do after the fact. Such an unnecessary thing to decorate a mob farm, especially one that relies on having as much spawnable space as possible. What I'm doing is decorating every block. No, young and mean boy, and young is young. String keeps wait, no, that's right. The froggy man is having a change of mind. Stream keeps crashing for you. I believe that the stream is up, so it may be your connection. Best thing I can suggest, if you can hear me at all, best way to fix things is often with a close down of your web browser, reopen it, or just a refresh can sometimes work. Thank you, Jumpy, for confirming that it's fine for you, because that does help with the troubleshooting. Relatively tidy. It should be this ledge up here. Let me just double check. It is! Oh, darn it, I did the thing. Man, I'm Dutch, but the English is getting in my head. I mean, it's understandable. I am currently speaking to you in English. Oh, there were dark spots down there that things are spawned in. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I haven't figured out what's going up here, whether we continue this pattern above so we match it, or whether we do something else. But I can decide that later relatively easily. Ah! It crashed. I don't know why I've had issues with Bedrock crashing. My computer is pretty darn good. Color not. Oh, now it's color. American spelling would be without the U. Rotate the pattern 45 degrees. 45, you say? Well, in theory, I shouldn't see much of the ceiling, but we'll see some. Downloading patch. Did I just go to the wrong server? I did go to the wrong server. Ah! Just randomly log on some random server. Whoops. There we go. We're back. Everything's fine. Ish. I'm expecting the decorating of this farm to be something I just gradually chip away at. It's quite time consuming to rip out blocks and replace them. I spent enough time building the thing. I don't need to spend time making it look pretty. That is good. But it should be quartz, redstone quartz, and then I believe that there and there would be polished, and that would be blackstone. We'll double check on the picture. I was right! Nice! It is polished, blackstone. So let's do blackstone in the corner, Go around it. Froggy Netherlands or Antil Dutch. I don't know what that means. Like I need educating. Also, educating when I'm engaging streaming brain is a tall ask. Did you know that a streamer's IQ drops 10 points just by clicking go live? It's a fact. I think the U's were removed from words like colour and flavour for ease of telegraph or something like that. US. Wouldn't surprise me, although there are other ways to... Yeah, that would make sense. I think there's other ways to make a similar impact. What's the thing that stenographers use? Stenographers in courts? They have a quick way of typing things. I think I'm word correctly. So again, it would be quartz here, red here, quartz there, and then this. Would be polished. One in from that would be blackstone, and the one in from that should be redstone, red glass. I just don't have the red glass yet, and also I need to make this whole drop chute bigger. But I'll probably wait until I've got the wither roses to do that. Midnight Wolf, welcome in. I am asking if he is like European Dutch or Caribbean Dutch. Ah, okay. Yeah, I know that Dutch, the Netherlands controlled a lot of places outside of the Netherlands, such as Greenland. Greenland? Forget now. But I didn't really think about the language being moved. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 24. That should fit in all those slots with polished. Not Greenland, that's Denmark. Ah, okay. That also makes sense. And I feel ashamed for getting that wrong. But I make mistakes regularly. I'm willing to learn. I am, I promise. It takes a while. I'm going to leave the stone on the inner edge because I'm, as I said, replacing that with red glass eventually. And whilst I could, I suppose I could do red glass now. It wouldn't hurt because they would just drop off to the layer below. The only problem is going to be on the last layer. Let's place the stuff in, see what happens. I have red, and I have glass. So glass pane shouldn't be too difficult. Dutch day, so I can see that they mix up. More that I remember that it was a European country that owns Greenland, and I can remember which. Oh, I guessed. I got it wrong. I want red glass to go where the stone are. You can test it. In here we have... Oh. Not a lot of glass. And in... Red dye, red dye? Red dye. Red dye, if I had some, would be in here. I do not. Suppose all I need is a rose bush, if I can find one. Let's take some bones with me. We'll go for a little one. I'm sure someone will have rose bushes on the server. There will probably be some just lying around. There's some! Found some. That was easy. So if I convert all of that into bone meal, this is someone's base. However, if I just do that, I've got some for me. I might as well use all of the bone meal on me. We'll put one rose bush in storage and the rest I can exchange. Beets is a good option. I would like rose bushes because I enjoy having the two tall flowers. That gives me the option. In fact, let's pop one. Yep. And the collection will grow. You like beets? I like beets. The only problem is that I like beets too much. So I've had times in the past where I've bought some ready cooked beets and eaten them all. You just buy a packet and you go, oh, this should last a family for a week. You eat them all at once and then the next day you have a little bit of a fright. I think I need two. I do! Is that the kitten you got in your latest video? Yes. It's there. Hello! Grew up very fast. I particularly appreciated, can't remember who it was that put in the comment section timestamps. I went, I like this bit, and then time linked to it, and I just watched it back when I was quite cute. We're going to make glass panes. I'm going to have some leftover glass that can go in up here. Take these down and we'll offload some of this junk. This is my two sort. Actually, no, this is my two sort. Let's just space in here. And here. Blackstone's going with me, glass going with me. We're good. Nice. Also, normal Dutch in Overijssel. Oh, no idea where that is. I'm assuming in the Netherlands, but I've never been. Aaron Phillip, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in. Playing Minecraft today. Tell me about the stuff and the things. And thank you very much for the follows. Welcome in. Hi, I'm Zach. I am a content creator that plays a variety of stuff, although lately we've been doing a lot of Minecraft. My roots started in Minecraft, and we are continuing the theme of late since I got invited to TV. Welcome in. Tell me what you're up to on stream. Please tell me about it. Kind of a Minecraft are you? I'm assuming someone with more talent than me. Fairness, most people have more talent than me. Right, that looks good. I'm okay with that. We've got concrete that needs to go in here and quartz, same with over there. And walls to fill in, but I can do that later. Mostly keen to decorate the blackstone, the glass in here. Because I don't have the concrete, nor do I have the quartz yet. And at some point what I should be doing is changing out the walls to blackstone. But I don't want to do that until the point where we have decided what we're doing with the base. Last thing I want to do is place blackstone on that wall and then have to tear it out later to put a window. So it makes sense to do that last. Aaron says, hi there Zach, nice to meet you, and I play Minecraft with friends on our forever world, and I was building a flower farm and a modern-style boat. What are you building? So today we've had a little bit of adventure. We went into the Nether and got some ancient debris, a wither skeleton skull, and mostly blackstone, because I wanted to start decorating the mob farm we were working on last time. I'm going to turn the system on. That one out for a bit. I'm going to empty the chest at the bottom. Just because I'm a little bit paranoid that I may have too much stuff. Oh, we're okay. We don't have too much stuff. It's fine. Do have some arrows though. Just take everything out. Eventually I'll build a sorting system and stuff. This is truly Bedrock. The server only started a few weeks ago and I've been a little bit slow on building stuff. So it's early days. We built the mob farm last week. And it flushes things off the platform. I just want to see what happens to that skeleton. So because he drops through partway through, he ends up washing off the bottom platform, which is fine. The only downside of that is that they take less fall damage, but it means that my glass is already in place. Crew's got sick on the carpet. Yeah, all cleaned up now. Never fun. We want to put the mob drops over here. I need to find someone on the server that wants some of these mob drops because we are getting too many and I don't have a storage for them. Redstone dust, on the other hand, came from witches in the mob farm. So, you know, get even more once we have wither roses. Well, that is some amazing redstone. I mean, it's not complicated stuff. I've done more complicated stuff. This is relatively simple. I just wanted the ability to look down and look into the farm. So we're going to be building our base in that direction with big windows in here so we can see the mobs flushing to the middle and then falling down. So that is pushed down. At the moment, it's going onto onto campfires and dying from the fire. I want to change it to wither roses because then we don't have issues with witches taking, making potions.
Zach is a cutie. Pass it on.
Hey, Daniel. Youngin says my server's really old and we have multiple stacks of ancient debris. Nice. This server's relatively new. I do have a Forever World, which I'm not streaming from this week, but we'll be streaming from there next week. Impish Fox is going to be joining me for a bit. But yeah, the redstone is just a simple ether hopper clock, and every time it's on this side, this torch turns off, which sends a signal along, and then all the pistons extend, meaning that the water can't drop out. So at the moment, it's in spawning stage. So with water out, things can spawn, and then when the water comes in, it washes anything that's been spawned on the platforms down to the middle, so it drops and dies. Aaron says, I'm not a redstone type of guy. I'm more of a builder. I'm not very much of a builder, but I work on it, and I've had projects that I'm proud of. If you want to see more of my stuff, feel free to have a look at the website. There's pictures on there. How do I give people a link to the website? Jumpy, how do I do it? Jumpy! Website, found it! Zach is being humble. He's amazing. So humble that I was willing to read that out loud. That's what I said. So I do have this server that I'm playing on, which is relatively new, and my Forever World that I started. Well, I don't like calling it a Forever World. I plan on playing on it for a significant amount of time, at least a number of years, as opposed to an SMP like this that's typically more like a year to 2 years. So you end up with different goals. But if you really want to make me look good, go to YouTube. You drop me a sub on YouTube? Thank you. I particularly would like to encourage you to go have a look at Dragon's Lair stuff, because that is my solo-ish world, as opposed to TB, which is this. Mostly because TB stuff gets more attention naturally from being a server of some very talented creators. Yet I want to highlight my stuff, especially episode 6, because Jumpy, who's in chat, was in episode 6. Only had a time lapse, didn't have a speaking role, but still it counts. It's nice to have my own world that I can just invite friends to join me with for projects, and I'm looking forward to spending some time with Impish next week. Hi Jumpy. Right. We have enough blackstone to do another layer, so let's do that. I'm going to turn the thing back off, which I can remember how to do. I was in the VODS. You were! And you looked good. No one's ever suited a VOD so well. So we put that there. We'll go up. And I think I'm going to do the second layer down. It should be that one. Break this. Break this. Step in, and let's make sure we have torches before I fall in the hole. Slide it up. It should be easier than the first layer because I've done one now. Let's block that bit of water and that bit of water. Sure, copper ore. Why not? I'm very keen on doing both. by having a world like this and having a longer world, it allows for different projects to happen at a different pace, and I'm all about that. We're going to start with edges. Blackstone. I should probably post something out just to say if people end up with spare blackstone, they want to get rid of it, I'll happily trade them for it. In fact, is it possible to swap gunpowder for blackstone? Groover? Oop. Groover? Where do you get your bee from? That's gunpowder, obviously, not general practitioner. I don't care where his doctor's from. Probably the local GP. I have an overabundance of gunpowder. I have more than I know what to do with. I feel like offering to trade it would be a worthwhile thing to do. There is already a gunpowder shop, so people want to do it. I raided a ton of desert temples just outside of Trim, still working through that. If you run. There we go. Just worth putting that feeler out there. Is anyone else online? Nope. I mean, aliens, second encounter zombies, probably just loading a farm. Both are fun. Both what are fun, sorry. We'll see. I need gravel and sand. Actually, I don't know how much each of those. MC7s. Gotcha. Thank you. I apologise for not knowing what you meant instinctively. I could have probably made an educated guess, but I didn't. And you know, I went into the Nether and gathered blackstone. Nowhere near enough. One, two, three. Should be polished there, and that should be regular blackstone. Let's do that. Pick it up. So, 1, 2, 3. Polished, regular. It's different projects for different worlds. I can have things that are scaled up on my world, and I can also play at the pace and in time that I want to play. Thank you, Jumpy. There are no creepers here. It's a perfectly safe place. Don't try and troll me. It's a mob farm. This isn't where you find mob. Wait. Never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey! Actually, I need to just go out full screen and just see if anyone is. Just in case Liara wants to try me. What you doing? Liara is a sweetie and someone who I am very much looking forward to spending some time with on Saturday. She's joining me for an end raid. We were due to do it weekend before last, but unfortunately she was under the weather on the day that we were supposed to do it, so I had to do it on my own. There you go. I know you didn't technically say hi, but close enough. This bit will be polished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. 36 will give me enough for all 4 sides. Hi, Jumpy. There you go. Yeah, I love. I'm not sharing that message. You can share that yourself. Flip into her DMs. Also, I feel like I'm mining away my floor and I'm more likely to accidentally fall in. However, at least it's not particularly perilous down there. Just be embarrassing. Sometimes I do. Good. As long as you don't send her a message saying that she's your favourite streamer, we're okay. If you do, we have problems. Because I am your favourite streamer, and don't you forget. Jumpy, did you do your arrival sound today? You must have. Right. Quartz. You know, let's just start with a bit in the middle. Okay, that made me jump. Do the glass first, and then go from there. Thank you, Jumpy. Yeah, but I had just shouted 42. You had, you're quite right. And 42 was ultimately the thing that caught my attention because you used your Prime subscription on me. You only get one of those. Means a lot that you... Ah, nice. You used it on me. This makes perfect sense. I know what I'm doing. Liara's been particularly productive in her videos. She's already released like 4 or 5 videos on this season. I'm on 2. I've got a 3rd one mostly recorded, although I need to do a little bit of a check-in with Phantom and Brit. And then that's episode 3 ready to go out. So if I can do that and then head back here and go, look, a little bit of progress on decorating, that'd be amazing. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. 6 times 4, 24. That makes perfect sense. I'm actually surprised at how far the blackstone's got me. Whilst I need a lot of it for this build, there's also a lot of area that's being used for quartz. And red concrete. So it's stretching further than I thought it would. Here we go. We've got 15 left, which I could use. But I think I'd rather just go, yeah, that's enough. I'm not going to make the entrance for the 3rd layer and not start it. That's, well, hardly start it. Not finish it, that's what I meant to say. The fact that we're at the same point on this layer as the layer above, happy. Yeah, but I just... Oh yeah, I'm caught up on chat. Look at me go! Right, we're going to do that and that. It goes dark in here and that's fine. All the water's flowing to the edge, but not past. Hop out here. Oh, we are 1 tinted glass down, which I'm hoping is in this chest. It is! Nice. Put this glass back in before we turn it on. I mean, technically the farm would be fine without this here. But there's also a chance of me being shot on my way past, and I don't want to be shot. That one. Perfect. The farm is back to operating. Again, nowhere near finished, just a little bit of a start, and it's nice to chip away at it. It does look better with a little bit of colour on there. And it will be even better still. Once we take out the campfires, we can put soul sword down there with the roses on top. I will probably put a bit of lighting around where the wither roses are, just so that you can see clearly the mobs in the pit. As long as the light doesn't stretch up high enough that it deactivates the bottom layer, we're good. But I'm kind of surprised how little I can see of the first 2 layers and how much I can see of the second 2. Not complaining. Quite happy with it. Just surprised. Stuff and the thing. Ooh. I think we're going to keep those leggings because protection 4 and breaking 3 seem like a good thing to do. And whilst I could make gold boots, there's more enchantments to go on. Yellow pants indeed for when I'm in the Nether and I'm scared. All this stuff, however, can smelt. I don't need it. Got soul speed 3, which I will probably put on these boots. I mean, soul speed is renewable as opposed to swift sneak. Icy Fox, welcome in. The piglings only approve the yellowest of pants. And some pants are a little bit yellowed even if they're not yellow. If you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. You wish you didn't, but you do. We're taking this out and that out, and I'm sorting. Look at me go. And oh, I can't take that one. Let's offload junk over here. Gold, gold. Ah! Thanks, Jumpy. I really needed that. Scary, I don't like it. That's going in. We have some bamboo. I'll use bamboo. It's not the best fuel source, but I'm not throwing a kelp block in and then running the chance of forgetting that I'm currently burning fuel. I finished. What kind of student do you think I am? Hi. I see. Get back to work. I read those messages out of order and they made less sense. But now I understand the full grasp of the conversation. Well done for doing all your work. Right, andesite's going in here. I'm going to smelt this stuff just because gold is kind of handy to have, especially on this server. Even if it comes in a very, very poor form. Soul soil. Yep. Whoa. Because of the amount of sheep that have been spawning on this island each time I kill them, I'm mostly eating cooked mutton. It works quite well, and I'm getting some wool. I don't typically use a lot of wool, but I don't mind having it. If it builds up to a point where I have lots of it, it would just be useful for if I ever find an ancient city. Redstone blocks. Next thing in. Put it up. Kelp. My fortune pickaxe can go in here. Yep. Food! Blackstone. All the goodies. I should, in theory, have a flower chest. So let's go with this one down here. I normally put all sorts of flowers and fauna, and normally dyes as well, because it's the sort of place that if I go in there looking for a dye, if the dye isn't there, I then have the flowers to make it instead. Ground mushrooms will go in, let's come out. Grab obsidian, basalt, all this stuff should have a place, and if it doesn't, we'll fix it. We'll keep the nether gold. Mob drops. Blaze rods. Oh dear. We have too much. Rotten flesh. I have a chocolate for that over here. Just because I'm loading it up ready for when I need to do some trading. Hello, Jasmine. Blackstone. Do I have a blackstone chest already? Deep slate. Obsidian. I don't see a blackstone chest. I don't have a technique as to where I put things. I just choose a slot and then go, yeah, that'll do. Go here. Blackstone work. I'm going to use the cracked blackstone. And then I'm not putting the stuff in there that I actually want. It pops and it pops. Gilded blackstone. There. Do we have basalt? No, so that'll be the next one. I'm organised. Thank you, Jumpy. Cutie. Yep, I made a chest with basalt. I have no basalt to go in there. This is fine. Gustis. Golden apple. Golden apple goes in with food. Yes, blackstone with a skull. Wowza. I did quite well on my journeys. Mob drops. Yep. Redstone. Yep. I'm curious if anyone has any particular techniques that they feel I'm ignoring and putting stuff away. Things that you always do. You go, how on earth do you not put those things together? That makes sense in my world. Mushroom goes in here. Quartz I put in with the redstone because I don't make nether quartz blocks out of nether quartz. Not anymore. Because it seems wrong. Just wrong. When you can buy it from villagers, you should. The skull has to go over here, which with all my others. Thank you, Bird Blue. You really didn't need to do that. You really didn't need to. Thank you. It's even clearing stuff. Lots of stuff in. Peonies, red dyes, ancient debris. Kind of a little bit shocked that I have ancient debris. It's nice. Magma cream goes in there. I don't think I have any in here. Good. Blackstones. Blackstone. Blackstone. There's a callback to with Impish when I was looking through her chest for Blackstone. I said, yeah, you find that if you don't know where something is, you just keep saying the name of it, and then it just magically appears. And so I stood there saying Blackstone, Blackstone, Blackstone. And then eventually she went on board of this and just threw Blackstone at me. It worked. You can't argue with it. It definitely works. You have to keep calling for something and it magically appears. Can I call you Bird? I go by Bird, Jumpy. Oh. I thought you went by JF. The more you know. Right, Blackstone. Flowers going over here. I'm going to put the dice towards the bottom. I think this is where I'm going to put the... Why not? Good place as any. Soul Speed 2, Dragas, Fortune Pick. This is mine. And now empty. This is also mine. And now empty. This is mine. And now empty. This is mine. And now empty. Look, it's working. My organisation skills. Soul Speed 2. 3. I don't need the Soul Speed 2. That can go away. I'm going to put that in there. Unenchant it. Soul Speed 3, on the other hand, I would love to put on my boots if I can. I don't think I have enough levels. 12? I do have enough levels. I will happily take that. In it goes. Didn't remember asking before. Good. Right, ancient debris. I feel goes in with the ores. We're going to pop the ancient debris, other scrap. And I'll put the smithing template in as well. At some point, I'll enchant something. I don't know what and what order, because it probably makes sense to put it on the boots first. Especially if I end up going through the nether and you use soul speed all the time you're walking on soul soil. This is taking that. Yep, boots going up. smithing template. I'll put it in here for now. Spare pickaxe goes up here. Yep, that is the spare one. Chest plate goes in here. And everything else relatively quick and easy to sort. Look, we went on an adventure, we gained some resources, we came back, we're still alive. And the mob farm is slightly decorated. Plus I have one with a skull. No more than that, just one. I'll put Crimson Island in here for. If I were doing a lot of the woods, I would probably put some of that with it, but I'm not currently. Oh, and that one goes in the first. Like that. Nicely organised. Oh, and we need a stream of you getting some skulls. I went to the Nether. I ran out. I was. How are we looking? I mean, we could go a little bit longer. I have enough arrows. Could go back in. I need more blackstone. Hello. Why not? Just made an entire diagram for my article and my fingies hurt. Sorry about your fingies. That sounds rude when I say fingies. Not rude as in like crude, more like rude like I'm mocking you for saying fingies. I'm not. I'll have you know.
I'm mocking them for saying fingers.
Hello. It's a Zloy.
Hello.
What are you up to today?
I'm mocking adults who say things like children would.
Ah, it wasn't me that said it was chat. It's different. I'm perfectly
they
innocent. I hope so.
Well, then they deserve to be mocked.
Okay. You heard it here, hadn't you? Zloy is mocking you. Bird Blue says hi, Zloy, so does Jumpy. Oh, we all know that's why you join my streams. Just hoping that one day Zloy will turn up.
At this point, I am a cryptid.
A what?
Cryptid.
What is a cryptid?
Chat, execute this man.
It's alright, I might be excusing myself. I'm flying through the Nether and it's crashed. Great! Minecraft has crashed while I was in the air.
Yeah, don't worry, nowadays it lets you re-engage.
Mm-hmm. Still terrifying.
Yeah,
I've had a lot. I've had Minecraft.
Don't worry, it only
times.
crashed because it had to kick you out because I'm logging on.
Right.
Yeah.
Cryptid is like a mythical animal, often one. I can't see in front of me. Thanks.
Cryptid is a thing. It is a well in zoology at least. It's a creature that nobody can confirm that it exists.
Okay.
Like a Bigfoot on a Nessie.
Okay.
Like it's a, you know,
like an Yeti.
Like a Yeti, yeah.
No, nope. Those piggy boys don't look very fun. I would like some Nether fortress bridges over lava, or at least over ground, not into a hill. I managed to find a Nether fortress earlier, which was perfect for just kind of landing, grabbing a couple kills, and then going, yeah, I'll just head off. Let things despawn. I managed to get one with a skull. Not even my main goal, I just made sense to try. I'm sure that with the skeleton was holding a hoe. I've never seen skeletons and wither skeletons fight each other before.
You've been playing this game for how long?
Long enough, but
long enough to see wither skeletons and skeletons fight each other.
I may have, and I just don't remember. I just don't think I have.
Skeleton will fight anything that gets in the way of, you know, it
oh
shooting
yeah.
you. So
We had that earlier, so I managed to get a skeleton to shoot a zombie pig boy and then just watched.
Yep.
Don't suppose you have loads of blackstone that you don't need.
I have a lot of blackstone that I don't need. Why?
Why do you have a load of blackstone that you don't need? Grover, thank you very much for the raid.
When I was
A little boy, yep.
dinking around in the Nether at level 11 for around 40, not 40, but yeah, okay, let's say 40,000 blocks. I was collecting blocks either how, so I decided to just cram my inventory full of like.
I'm assuming you were looking
fill
for ancient
everything.
debris.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay.
I will not budge.
I have gained 1 ancient debris and 1 netherite today. Bless you.
1 netherite?
Netherite scrap.
Oh.
I found a bastion and I poked my head inside and went, ooh, shinies.
Anyway, yeah, if you wanna show up at spawn somewhere and bring me an empty shulker box, I may be convinced to give you a not empty one.
Yeah, I don't need heaps of the stuff. I'm just grabbing some in the nether. I'm just
Well, I only have it by shulker box full, so.
Ah! Being attacked.
I like having a lot of materials this season because wherever anyone's like, oh, I would love to build this very impressive thing. But if only I had the materials, I'm just like,
Voila!
here's materials, stop being lazy.
So I tend to try and gather materials in advance of needing it because I hate being
Same.
held up by the needing to grab stuff.
Yep.
So whenever I do need something and have to go gather it, I tend to grab enough plus probably about 10 times as much, so I'm covered.
Yeah, you'll never guess how that works in when you have planned to build something out of red nether brick and then last minute decided to go for a regular nether brick, and now you just have 2 shulker boxes of red nether brick that you don't need.
Yeah, I've been there. I've changed my mind
yeah.
on what blocks before. Ooh, now
Go
this
to the
looks like
iron farm, I'll get you your blackstone.
I can't right now.
Well, yeah, no, it's fine.
Right now, I'm in a fortress, hoping to see some death. I'm being shot at. Cool, fine. This is why I have fire protection on my boots. I always go for fire protection on one piece. I find
Fire
of all of the
protection
things.
does not protect you from getting fired at.
Oh no. But it means that when I do go on fire, it does a little bit less damage and doesn't immediately kill me. And it's normally enough to make the difference.
The top level fire protection on every piece of gear is hilarious.
I've never gone for everything fire protection. Normally just one piece,
I got like
just to
most
take
of
the
it
edge
recently, and it was just so funny.
off. Ow. Stop shooting me.
You know how usually you would panic when knocked out of the into the lava? Yeah, it's like
Yep.
no.
I've had a
I don't
hardcore
think I
world
will.
saved by having a little bit of fire protection. Ooh.
Yep.
Were those two blaze spawns close enough to each other? I'm on fire. This is fun. Gives me warm feelings. What's the trick for getting looting on a bow? Is it bow in your offhand and holding the sword?
Well,
Was that
good
not-
luck getting bow into your offhand.
I thought there was a way of doing it in Bedrock.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Sure. That's certainly how that works.
I know you can't put
yeah.
many things offhand in Bedrock. Sucks.
Yep, including bows.
Okay.
It's almost as if they didn't really think through the whole offhand feature back when they added it to Java in 1.9. And
I don't use
then
it a
didn't
lot,
think it through.
but
Here on
when I do
Bedrock
use it,
either.
it's really handy. You
Well,
just scroll
but-
quickly with bow to sword.
Yep.
I mean, that's technically possible. Just don't know if I have the skill.
Mm,
And as always, it's a skill issue.
yep. I found out that at the end of Hollow Knight, when fighting the final boss, spoiler alert, well, not final, almost final boss, Hornet flies in to, deal massive amount of damage to it, and so you get opened up for a certain, like, to do a thing. But when doing that, she screams something that sounds very, very similar to her screaming "Get good."
Okay. That's what we're all thinking.
Yep.
At least that's what everyone thinks when they watch me play games.
And,
Putting the slots next to each
I'm
other.
trying
I
to
think
get
that
good,
could
but oh my god, Radiance is brutal. I've been trying to beat it like at least once a day. For
Radiance.
What? Yep.
I don't think I've heard of it. Hollow Knight is so
What's
pretty, says Jumpy. Yep. I've seen it.
Have you actually played Hollow Knight, Zach?
I have not. There's a lot of games I haven't played. Unfortunately, my time playing games has always been limited. I've
Yeah,
kind
I
of been
was
playing
gonna
catch up
say-
since I started streaming.
I was gonna say you should play Hollow Knight, but honestly, no, you shouldn't.
There's
Get
a
back here,
long
grab your
list of games
blackstone
I
and start
should play.
building.
I've only recently started playing Spyro. I never played it all those years ago when it first came out, and I bought
And
the
did you
trilogy.
miss
I went,
much?
"Yeah, I quite like it. I like it. It's actually really well suited to dropping in and dropping out. So the sort of game that you can pick up and play for 5 minutes, or you can play it for an hour. It works quite well for that, and that suits
My man, it's
when I do
action
taxi
platformer.
servicing.
You're not supposed to drop in at all.
Oh dear.
You're supposed to jump onto the platforms.
You know what I mean. But it's worked really well when
No,
I've
I
been
do not,
taxi
I
service
have
with
not.
Mrs. Dragon.
Yep.
Because
Anyway, I've
I
not
can
played
arrive
Spyro.
early and just go, if I've got 5 minutes, I play for 5 minutes. If I've got 10, play for 10.
See, that's interesting because like you could have games on your phone nowadays.
Yep.
Not Spyro probably, but a bunch.
Well, I treated myself to a ROG Ally about 6
Oh!
months ago.
Oh, I have unkind things to say to you.
Okay. Why?
Out of jealousy.
Why? Why out of jealousy?
I would love one of those.
They're relatively affordable.
No, they're not.
Yeah. And then you've got games on Steam that are so cheap. In fact, people just give them to you. It's free.
Yeah. I think that's how I got Hollow Knight in the first place.
Yeah, that's why that looks really odd, with the zombie piglins spawning on the same spot as the wither skeleton.
Yeah. An easy way to turn a wither skeleton into a zombie piglin.
That nearly went horribly wrong. I was backing up away as I walked through a zombie pigman, and I don't want to anger him.
Anyway, what is it you want to build out of blackstone in the first place?
I'm just decorating my mob farm.
Oh.
I have a flushing mob farm in the centre of my base, and I plan to build around it. Not because it's a particularly good way of doing it, I just like the idea of having something that's actively producing something while I'm in the base, and
Alright.
I like mob farms. Although I did discover Bedrock things whilst doing it, because I designed it in Java, went, hopefully it translates, and then went, oh, there are things that don't work.
I mean, how the heck did you add quasi-connectivity into a mob farm?
That wasn't what I used. I used waterlogged trapdoors in my original design. I didn't realise that that's not a thing in Bedrock.
Amazing.
So I had to figure out whilst on stream, what do I do instead? It's actually relatively simple. I'm quite pleased. I was expecting it to be complicated. I went, pistons will work. I can fit that in.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I'm using pistons to hold
Also,
back the water.
If only there was a convenient way to.
Don't say dispensers.
Okay.
There's a reason I didn't want to use dispensers. Just because I didn't want them to go out of sync, and because I've got so many areas for the water to come from and then stop coming from. Last thing I want is one dispenser working when the others aren't, because that means that you'd never flush it.
Yeah,
And then the
how
farm
you
would-
considered doing it competently.
Nope. If I was going to do it competently, I'd have to reinvent myself. I have never been competent. Remember, it says Portal 2. Yes, it's on my list. No, I still haven't played it. Been on my nearly stream list several times.
I've not played either of the portals.
Do you feel like you need to?
I feel like everybody needs to. They're really
Yeah.
good games with very fun mechanics.
Yeah. Although I would say there's a lot of games that I've enjoyed that have a similar uniqueness, and I enjoy each of them because of their uniqueness. Forget the name of the game
You
with
know
the
what I have
photographs
played,
that go in. Sorry, what have you played?
Portal 2, but for 2 players.
Okay, that is Portal 2. It is a 2-player. It just has multiple modes.
Well, yeah, it has two separate campaigns.
Yes.
One is, the actual game single player, and the other one is a multiplayer version, where you have a separate campaign and you
annoying.
played like 2 robots that Gladys has tested. It's quite fun.
Yeah, I watched Cleo play a bit of it, and I went, "Yep, that's the game that I still want to
Yep.
play. I just haven't got around to it yet." But I only played Portal.
That's my
last year?
experience with any of Fallout. I binged Cleo's playthroughs like multiple times, and I never gotten to actually playing the Fallouts, despite having been gifted every single one.
Must have some Fallout. It's one of those games that I've seen in bundles. I'm sure I must have got one of them, but also it's never been high enough on the list that I'm gonna get around to playing it. I don't think it will.
If I wanted to fall out, I would just not buckle my seatbelt. Thank you very much.
Or press spacebar whilst flying in Bedrock. Weird mechanic.
How is it a weird mechanic? It's so useful.
Oh yes, but it's different. The other thing I don't like is that I can't take off from water. Especially as I would typically go into ocean monuments and just go, I'll just take out one of the Elder Guardians and fly off for a bit. And just as I'm flying past, I'll take one. And my way of getting out is go to the surface then fly off. I can't do that. I need to. I'm really glad I discovered this before I tried to do it.
Oh no, you poor soul. You have to actually plan your assault on the Guardian Temple.
I can plan, and I don't mind that. It's more of the, if you're unaware of that difference, I could have put myself in a tricky situation and struggled. The time to learn these things is beforehand. Oop.
Yeah,
I missed a skeleton
a
with a
little
sword. Right, this is not what I was supposed to be doing. I was grabbing blackstone and also getting distracted. I suppose I am doing the latter. But still. What episode are you on your... Serious.
Take a guess. Take a wild guess.
See, recorded or released?
Take a wild guess on both of those.
3.
3 what?
3 episodes.
Recorded or released?
Alright. Released.
And recorded?
3.5.
Okay, chat. What are we thinking?
Have I not been paying enough attention to your video feed?
You have not. Chat, what are we thinking? Hold on, I'm not. Are
Wait,
you on
what-
Twitch or YouTube? Hold on. Sure you on Twitch.
You can tell that Zloy really supports me when he has to ask me which platform I'm streaming on.
Dude, I'm so sorry. I just.
It's alright, it's fine, it's fine.
I lost my Twitch login. I can't even like.
Are you affiliated yet?
I am.
You
I
are.
am
You went
twice.
straight to. Yeah.
There you are. Okay. Come on.
Ow! Right.
Come on. Right.
There is no season 7 content on Zloy's channel. Really? There must be.
Okay.
Roy's
I
done a
only see
lot.
one message in the entire chat, and that's JF Bird Blue saying 12 recorded, non-released. According to YouTube, he quit playing TB 11 months ago. Right, Mike? Fascinating.
But you've done so much on the server that in theory you should have about 12 episodes recorded. In theory.
Not if they're good ones.
Yeah. Why does it have to be good? My content isn't. Oh, you go away. Ooh, thank you very much. One ghast
Okay,
head.
so the right answer is 0 and 0.
What? Why?
Cause I am amazing.
I mean,
like
you've been making other good content. I mean, people have loved the music videos.
I know, right?
And people was talking about it earlier.
Yeah. What people don't know, and apparently, like what you also don't know, despite me bringing it up like 1,000 times in the.
Nah, I don't
Let's go.
listen to you. I try not to.
Good call.
Seems like the wisest thing to do.
But yeah, the thing about that is, I have not released a Truly Bedrock video in 11 months. I have also released only a single Minecraft gameplay video in those 11 months, and it's not on the Zloy XP channel. And I mean, also, I've been releasing Hermitcraft recap like crazy the entire time.
I mean, yeah. That is also a lot of work that I do not understand how you manage to do it.
I was talking to some YouTubers who are not on True Bedrock the other day, and they were like, "Oh, we didn't even know. We thought
Great.
you quit because you what?"
Nothing, just a crash. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Just need to log
Yeah,
back
they were
in
like,
the
"Oh, we
fortress.
thought you quit because you've not uploaded anything in like 7 months by then," and I'm like, "Wow, you guys are so clever." I've been uploading Hermitcraft recap every single week, and also I've been uploading monthly content on the Dead Game channel.
So how are you going to find time to record a podcast?
I'm not. What podcast? What are you talking about?
Liara said you were talking about doing a podcast.
Yeah, I was talking about it. I didn't say I'm gonna. I talk about a bunch of stuff.
That was scary. I logged back in right next to those with the skeletons and with low health.
Anyway, point is, I am migrating my survival gameplay stuff from the Zloy XP channel and onto a new, like, brand new, fresh, sparkling, separate channel.
Why?
And what?
Why?
Because on the Zloy XP channel, nobody watches anything but the flipping animations.
And so posting something that isn't that bad for your chance
Yup.
of being... Okay.
It's incredible because YouTube is like, okay, right, you have gathered an audience very interested in your videos. Post a video, and I post a video and it goes, okay, out of the audience that you gathered, only 2 of them actually watched, so we're not gonna show your video to anyone. And I'm like, what? They're like, well, you see, you have this many viewers who, watched your Pigstep video and subscribed. And now that they're not getting another animation, they are not gonna watch anything until you upload another animation.
Yeah. YouTube is...
Yeah, it's
Fun.
fascinating. But
Yeah.
point is, like, I also, that's why, like, 7 or so months ago, I was like, am I just cursed? Am I just, like, bad at this video making thing? And I went and I made that game, right? Which is my, random stuff channel.
Okay.
And I was like, I wonder, right? I wonder if it's just me. Because, like, I'm the common denominator, right?
Is it
I
just
wonder
me?
if am I just bad at, like, videos? and that game just sitting there like, no, you are not.
No,
And it's like the channel goes from like 0 to 11 on the from the VOD go, and I'm like, okay, cool. So it's not just me. Cool.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, good luck finding my new channel, everyone. Lol, Lmao. Anyway, I don't know. I have like 10 to 12 hours of footage collected for the episode 1 of True Bedrock.
And when are you going to find the time to edit that?
I don't know. Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, otherwise I wouldn't bother asking the question.
Good
question.
point.
Actually, sometimes I just ask questions to be polite, but learn not to
Well,
bother
yeah,
with you.
Anyway, I'm sorry about like derailing this conversation talking about me.
I'm quite happy talking about you.
I
So
am
learn.
having a lot of fun with this, and also I'm having a lot of fun with people looking for my channel and finding or not finding it.
Yeah, with the amount of stuff you've built and how central it is to the server, I would imagine it features in most videos, and I could see a lot of people then being interested enough to go, "Ooh, that looks good. I should go check this out," and then discovering.
Yeah, this
nothing.
this plan is great because I immediately lost like any and all hype from the new season that I could have gotten.
Yeah, potentially, I suppose. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like that was such a well calculated move. Bravo, idiot. But
You've been busy doing different things.
yeah, like again,
Animations
in my
that
defense,
actually
instead of that, I
gets
went
an
and got an
audience.
over. Yeah, exactly. In my defense, instead of doing that, I went and got 1 million views on something completely different.
Yeah, but it's getting views on stuff that isn't necessarily what you want to do.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I generally just don't do things that I don't want to do. It's just animation itself. Like, think how hard it would be to make an animation channel on a platform that prioritizes watch time.
Yeah. Jumpy
You have
Bird
to-
Lady gives Zloy a pat on the head because they're a good beat. Aww.
Yeah, thank you.
It's not true. Blackstone. Blackstone. Wow. Ooh, free ink.
Like, also, Mike is like painfully wrong because there was also the chicken animation. It's just in the shorts.
Yeah, see, I haven't actually clicked on. I haven't viewed your channel. I've viewed the link, the videos that you've posted, but I wouldn't even know where to look for your stuff. What
Well,
name to put in?
you and most of the people here. No, look, I'm thinking that once I'm gonna be like, hey, episode 1 of True Bedrock, let's go. I'm gonna try and actually post it where the True Bedrock audience can see it.
So you're
Or I'll
confident that
make
you
a
will
f-
catch up. You will do it.
What do you mean catch up?
Meaning post your episode 1 eventually. Despite recording stuff for episode 2, 3, 4 through to 27.
This is all for episode 1.
Okay. This is like 100 days in hardcore Minecraft, but True Bedrock. It's all in one. It's one big video.
No. That's what Smurf did. I don't want to do that. Because the 100 days video is like, I don't know. I should shut up. 'cause
Secret villager trading hall upstairs. Please ignore. Okay. Ignoring. Ignoring. Look away.
Wait, where are you?
I went through a door. Probably not the right door.
Cry not loud. Hi. Yes. Episode 1 when Zloy. When it's done. Or when I give up. One or the other. Here's the blackstone. Wait, no.
I
This
hate.
is the blackstone.
Sorry.
That's-
How long have you played Minecraft?
I've played Minecraft for like 50. Hold on. Since Minecraft 1.4.
I feel like I lost out on this one. I put 2 shulkers there.
Well, I mean, if you want one of the, yeah, I thought that was like your payment for the actual materials.
Oh, I see. What would you like as payment?
A shulker box.
Oh, okay, you can have a shulker box.
Thank you.
I'm going end raiding with Liara on Saturday, so we'll have loads of them, assuming we don't die painfully.
I am in dire need of shulker boxes, and you know, significant amount of need of giving a crap one way or another, because I cannot be, bothered to go end raiding.
Okay. I quite like end raiding. I'm weird. To be fair, his last
because I
TV
don't.
episode was 4 hours 22 minutes long, so it could be.
It was not an episode. It was just a compilation of all previous episodes of that
There you
season.
go.
I meant to make a.
What's the difference between an episode and a compilation of episodes?
Well, the compilation of episodes is just
edited
like
content.
not even edited. It's just like old content in a pile.
Okay.
That's it. It's just, they just play one after another. And the thing about that is, I posted that 4.5-hour like long thing to kind of gauge interest and like see how I feel about that, because I wanted to continue season 6. And then I'm like,
Was that not at the end of it?
it was closer to the end, but at the same time, it's like there was still some time for me to continue. And well, again, it was 11 months ago, so there was plenty of time to continue and just like make more stuff. I just realized that like the interest is kind of not there, and also like.
Do you think that's because people had not been watching your perspective, or because the season was long, or?
Oh, it was just that, yeah, nobody was watching really.
Do you have any need for string or bones?
I mean, bone meal is always good. Why?
I need to clear space and I have too much. What are you using bone meal for?
What aren't I using bone meal for?
Scratching your back?
Yeah, it's pretty bad for that, yeah. It's itchy, but the wrong kind.
I can't get over every time I log on you built something new.
Well, I didn't build this. This is
Oh.
the Yara.
Oh, okay.
Where I have. Oh god, thank you.
Get boned.
Dude, Silent would be so happy if he didn't just like start a bone meal farm.
Sorry, I'm not following. Why would Simon be happy with what?
With all these bone blocks that you're giving me.
Yeah, I have a mob farm. It's the only thing I have, and I have no use for the bones. What the string? It's gunpowder, and I have enough gunpowder to keep me in the air for the next few months already.
Anyway, I do want to have like a hours-long, well-edited like Truly Bedrock video, and then no one's gonna watch that, and I'm gonna cry for ages.
Do you still have a desire to do a podcast?
I was floating the idea, like, is the thing, more than anything.
Because I feel like
Why?
if you were gonna do that, it would make sense to do it as with someone in Minecraft, like with Liara in Minecraft. And you go, yeah, we'll record the podcast at the same time, export it as audio, or people can watch it as video, and then there's stuff going on at the same time.
I know, but like I was thinking about this kind of stuff, and personally, I do think that if you are doing a podcast, you should do a podcast, and if you're doing a let's play, you should do a let's play. Those things are, rather antithetical to one another, even though I've seen them done at the same time.
But there are things that you can do in Minecraft that don't really require that part of your brain. You're like, yeah, I'm grinding, I'm just tearing down a hill.
Yeah, but then why have it?
Because it gives people the opportunity to watch if they want, and sometimes things happen whilst you're doing it. I don't know.
Facecams exist.
Do they?
Yeah, just
Oh.
point a camera at your face. That's it. You got the video component for
Good
your
point.
podcast.
But what if
the
you're
way
shy
people have
and
been
don't
doing.
let people? You don't want people to see your face.
Then, okay, how is meaningless Minecraft grind like better?
Stop with the valid points. I don't like it when you make points that are valid.
It's called a long play. People have been doing them for ages. They're a completely different genre because long plays are basically sleep aid.
Got
I'm
to
not
run to
even
town.
joking. Like
Take care, Jumpy.
this is the most positive I've ever been about a long play. Is that it's sleep aid because you know sleep aid's at least helpful. Whereas like even then I always have this argument of like, why do we need more than one long play
Cathedora,
of
thank you very much for the
anything ever?
raid.
Like,
Welcome in.
hey, hello Cathedora.
I take it Zloy knows you.
No,
Oh. The way you said that sounded so
it's a
familiar.
name.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Joe,
it is a
welcome in.
familiar name. So
Hey, Skyfire, I
I'm
recognise
not
that.
entirely just like you know just
Cathedora.
going. I
Ooh,
think
I
I remember
like
the
your
name. I just
emotes.
don't remember what from. Oh my god, no! I remember. Okay, yeah, I recognize these emotes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
This is
Yep.
where we get the
Not the
skinny, the
first
down
raid by
low,
this
where Zloy says, Cathedora, we got to watch out for them.
Yeah. We go way back, because I remember Cafadora from the last time I've seen them on Twitch.
The last time.
Yeah,
Take
that's
the
it.
blackstones
That's the
amazing.
only point of reference I have for them, unfortunately, right now. Is I remember them from Twitch, you know, the website that they are currently on.
See,
I don't think that's kind of helpful information necessarily.
because we are in so many different circles of Minecraft and streaming, and there are so many names, you can't possibly remember everyone very well. Some you will, some you won't. Thank you very much for the follow. Right. Let's put some lighting in.
I was shocked to find out that we added you.
Say that again. You were shocked to find that they raided me. What's wrong with me? What are you trying to say?
No. I'm saying I was shocked to find out they added you, as in to True Bedrock.
Oh, why? Wait, weren't you part of the discussion?
Which part of I'm bad at remembering things do you not get?
In fairness, that first time when you introduced, you went, Brit, Phantom, Key, and Zach, and there was a pause before I said my name. It's hard to remember everyone. I do got a raid and run as it's dinner time. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you again for bringing your people over. Maybe next time you can tell me about the stuff and the things of what you got up to. For now, enjoy your food.
Have a nice meal.
But you didn't know that I was invited until when? When did you realise?
Just today when I logged on and saw.
Oh, shut up.
Of course, I'm making a joke. Crying out loud. I also knew that Wizard King was on the server back.
Yes,
on
I know.
Day one.
You did the same joke all 3 times that we recorded that intro.
And it was funnier each time.
Mm-hmm. Next, you'll be telling me you said season 5 on purpose as well.
No, that one I did mess up.
Okay.
Listen, sometimes you just want to retcon a whole season out of the lore, alright?
Did I just do that right? Yeah, fine.
Building a library on Bedrock Farlands and shenanigans of villagers. I remember something or other about the Farlands. Farlands as in the SMP or Farlands
As in the place like
Farlands?
32 million blocks away.
Yeah. Because if the latter, then how?
I would imagine
that
it would be the name
okay,
of the server.
SMP, because I'm pretty sure that on that, it's not that like, oh, how did you get there? It's that even if you would get there, physics break down in there.
I've never found out much about the Farlands, and I feel like I've missed out on doing that. I need to fix it at some point.
Farlands the SMP or the thing?
The glitch, the problem with the world breaking down once you get past a certain distance away. Is it fixed now, or is it still a problem for you?
Well, Farlands do kind of exist, but also Farlands can exist wherever. Like Farlands start getting generated if your computer ran out of hard drive space while
Okay.
making world.
So you can
But also-
effectively make it happen by...
Yeah, but those are like different Farlands from classic Farlands. Classic Farlands are the way they are because the math of the world generation programming is collapsing in on itself, due to how big the number is.
Gotcha. Very hard to keep track of who plays where. Yes, and also the connections. I recently had a conversation with Whitefire, a friend of mine who's a member of Afterlife, and we were talking about another content creator, and I went, "Wait, I didn't know you knew them." And they went, "Oh yeah, we were on a server together years and years ago." Oh, okay. And then we went down memory lane, and just names came up. I went, "Oh, okay. I didn't know you even knew half of these people that you've just mentioned." And I've known White for 5.5 years. But it was people that you knew like a year before that. But there are a lot of connections in Twitch that you won't know about until suddenly it comes up and they go, "Oh, you know them." The first time I met Liara, she knew who I was. I'm like, "How do you know who I am? I've only been streaming 2 weeks." It's a weird first moment. Especially when Liara was and still is someone I look up to and respect. And back then I went, I have like 60 followers and that's it. And you are
You should
successful
really
by
tell
my-
her that sometime, because yeah, Lee's really struggling with self-esteem.
She knows we've spoken about it before. Yeah, she was struggling this morning on stream.
Oh. Okay.
That was fairly public. And
Zach,
it's-
if you were forced to start a podcast, what would it be?
I've had a podcast.
Oh, do tell.
So when I first started making content, I made YouTube content way before I ever felt close to capable of streaming. I'm naturally shy and someone who avoids risking.
Yes.
Streaming was not a natural foray for me. It was something I ended up doing because I eventually found enough confidence to do it, and it kind of made sense because I was playing Minecraft anyway and I was making videos, but I would record the same bit like a dozen times going, "Nope, I don't like the way my voice sounds, I don't like this, I don't like that." I just redo it.
And eventually he started caring less.
Yeah, basically exposure therapy. And on my videos, sorry.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Um,
Exposure therapy. You stand on the street naked for long enough, you kind of get used to it.
Do you? How do you know?
I hope so. Well, funny you should
No,
ask.
no, we don't need to know about that. But yeah, I was making videos before I ever started streaming. I only started streaming because of I joined Livecraft, and when they were doing a stream weekend, Oz was due to stream, but there was a chance that he wouldn't be up to it because he just had surgery to reattach his eye not that long before. It's like, yep, there is a recovery period. I don't know if I'll be up to it. So I went, "I'll be your backup plan." And I volunteered and I got ready to stream it in case Oza couldn't. And then he was able to stream, so I didn't need to, but I'd set it up anyway. So
But
I went, "Oh, I
OBS was
probably should."
already installed, so might as well.
Yeah, so I went live and started streaming. And then within a fairly short period of time, I got affiliated on Twitch because I already had a viewership on other platforms.
Nice.
And it went well, and I then learned that I really enjoy streaming. It's nice to
I like
spend
how you
time.
didn't say YouTube, you said other platform.
Yeah. LOB Silver. But one of the things I used to do on my videos was I do time lapses with voiceover rather than music. Most people would go for music, but I always found the idea of music, I felt like there wasn't much value add from it, and as well as that, you end up with copyright issues, even if it's stuff that is public domain or royalty free or licensed. You could end up with issues, and so rather than risking it, I just went, I don't need it. It's fine. I'll go without music, and I'll do a time lapse chat. And so I would talk over the top of my time lapse. And it allowed me a way of just sharing a recent story. And it gave me a way of just kind of expressing my feelings towards something random. Because I went, oh, I've got like 3 minutes of a thing to talk about. Why don't I talk about that? And then as I streamed more and more and recorded less and less, I still wanted that outlet. So I went, I know, I'll just make a podcast with some very short episodes where I can then ramble about those things that I want to talk about, and I can point people to it. So if people ask me, what are your thoughts on this, I can go, haha, I've already prepared a very, very short podcast episode.
There are easier ways to be insufferable in conversation.
I know about how to be insufferable in conversation.
No, I'm sorry. What you are talking to someone and they're like, yeah, no. What did you think about the the Dark Knight? Wait, what's it called?
It's a way of documenting your
Batman
feelings
v
and
Superman:
story.
Rise of Darkness, Rise of Justice. And instead of just telling them, "Oh, I thought
Here's
it was
an
horrible,"
episode.
you're like, "Here's an episode of podcast. Listen to
You've
it."
got to get your views somehow.
Well, yes, but also you're not gonna get any views from that interaction. You're gonna get need in the
In the yes, unmentionables. Well done for censoring
you will
yourself.
get
I
beaten
appreciate
up.
that.
Hopefully, because you would deserve it.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
It just allowed me to kind of go, I'm going to... because, hang on, how do I put this? When I did a time-lapse chat, I kind of thought about my topic and how I was going to phrase it and and made it more succinct than a live stream ramble. Whereas when I'm streaming, I'll kind of say the same thing multiple times because people won't see the same... not everyone watches everything when you're streaming. And so you repeat yourself and also slowly refine the point. Whereas in a podcast, you go, yeah, it's like 4 minutes. It'd take me a little while to figure out all the things I need to include in this. I enjoyed it. But now I'm back to making videos. I can do that in time-lapse. In fact, I'll probably do one in my next solo-ish World War.
But why would you do that, though? Like, the thing that absolutely is killing me here, like, as a viewer, right? If I'm watching you specifically to find out what you're doing in the game, right?
Yes, but also when someone's building something, if you want to do a time lapse to show progress in a watchable way rather than your face to the grindstone, which is what you're mostly doing when you're in Minecraft. I mean, you don't get a perspective of what you're building when you're building it in the same way as a time lapse from a third person's point of view.
Yeah, but that's
setting
not
up
what
a
you're
time lapse camera and then going, well, you're using the video, but you are not utilizing the audio. You can utilize the audio for other stuff. And I would choose to do that as a...
why would you utilize it to tell them about, like, your favorite NFT or whatever?
Why not?
Because if I'm watching a video, I want to watch the video.
Yeah? Okay. So what would you do instead? What's your alternative?
I'd talk about how I'm building the thing.
Yeah, which I sometimes do. But sometimes
But
something
like,
else
you,
that just...
you don't just random okay, here's the thing. Time lapses, right?
It
The
will often be
musical
topical to
time-lapses
what
are-
I'm doing, and it will normally be about the content, whether it's this particular bit or something I'm planning in the future related to the content.
Well, yeah, it has to be part of the video. Because otherwise it's gonna feel for the viewer like a completely different video just crashed into this one.
Yeah, maybe I just need to get good and stop doing that.
Look, it's again, not everybody's like me. Some people like.
I think it depends because you end up with a different connection with someone when you're sharing a story than that's outside of Minecraft. Sometimes it helps because it adds that personal touch.
Yeah, it's called parasocial relationships. It's great.
Yeah.
Everybody should do that.
Exactly.
It never resulted in anything bad
No.
for anyone at all. Like, it's weird. Anyway. No,
Yeah.
it's a pet peeve of mine that, like, people... time lapses, like, originally caught on as kind of a way to pad out the video. Whereas in reality, like, what a time lapse is supposed to be is, like, it's a little music video within your big video, right?
Is it a music video though? Is that the
Well-
Because I don't think it is. I think it's about showing a different perspective to what you're building and how you're building it that you can't get when you are just doing first-person recording. Having a time lapse of something and building gives you a bit more of a sense of how things connect.
Yeah, but that's what a music video can accomplish if it's made well. Which that's the trick. That's
but
the pet
I
peeve that
don't
have
know
is-
if the music adds to the content.
Of course it is if you make it like a music video. Because the
But
way
I don't think most people
at least-
do. I think most people do a time lapse and then just add music to the top of it,
and that's
and it's
the ticket,
not
right?
edited to be
It's
in
so
timing with it.
annoying, right? Like that's.
I don't
that's the
find it
thing that, like,
annoying
drives
as
me
much
nuts.
as unnecessary, kind of random.
Mhm.
It's not adding
No,
to it.
Dude, people are awful. Like,
But
there's
if
a
I'm-
bunch of YouTubers that are like, well, what do you do in a Minecraft video? You make a time lapse. So they just like make a time lapse where the camera vaguely points into where they're building and like aimlessly floats around.
They make a time lapse for
song
the
that-
sake of making a time lapse.
Yeah. And in the background, a song that has nothing to do with the video. It's
So-
just like, and the worst part, the worst thing is
Of course.
multiple songs.
Yes.
And
My
it's just like I am going to throw you out of a window. Like that's the level of angry. It's like I am begging you to give a care one way or another when you make videos.
my last time lapse chat was on the slime farm I built on my Solish world. It was
Yeah.
when Jumpy joined me, and I was talking about why I designed it that way, my plans and intentions for it, because I
Yeah,
could
see?
spend time talking about why I'm doing it that way before or after the time lapse, or I could just do that while I'm doing the time lapse.
Yeah, this is why like the time lapse chats are better than music because not a lot of people are capable of making a good music video out of a time lapse. And even
But also,
fewer
I'm not
people,
watching a Minecraft video for music. I'm watching it for the Minecraft, so I prefer to see Minecraft and hear a story about Minecraft and some reasoning and some justification or the future plans. That then I can go, I have feedback on this, and here's some suggestions.
Yeah. No, see, that kind of makes sense, but like you can't. Well, okay. Like it's why kind of like a time lapse chat potentially is better, but like I always use time lapses in videos as an excuse, right, to make a little music video to
Yes.
give you really cool shots. Because if you're just chatting, if you're just talking to people, then there's not really an excuse to have like this very emotional moment where the music like rises up and it's like the camera just goes because if you're just talking it's kind of flat,
Yeah, especially for some people.
there's
the
no reason
talk
to
is
like
very fun.
really tone in the cinematicness of it. And yeah.
Of course, so we're not going to get to hear Zach sing. Not today. Although, hang on. Wasn't there a bit of me singing in the last video? It might have been.
I don't remember that. And that sounds
You
like
haven't
something I would
watched.
remember. I have.
That's worrying.
Hold on, I'll double check. 'Cause
Nope.
I might not have, but I am like 8%
Impish
sure.
says, "Hi, the stream can start now." I'm later than I should be. I should have finished by now. I just got distracted by the Zloy. I'm going, might as well play some of this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry. I choose to be here.
On the upside, you got all the blackstone that you needed for this.
I do. And I boned you. Wait. I gave you bones. Whatever.
That also happened. I don't. Why did you have that many?
I have a mob farm. What? I don't understand why you're confused. It's a generic mob farm. It produces skeletons, zombies, creepers, witches, and spiders. And at the moment, I haven't built a proper storage. At some point, I'll build a sorting system and a shulker loader, but I don't know where I'm going to build it yet, so it makes no sense to do it. Of course, there's possibly I've not been at home and awake yet since the release of it. It's been like 3 days.
According to YouTube, I have not seen your latest.
And if you had, you wouldn't be
share.
here. Oh, I'm pretty glad I turned off the water. Whoops.
What do you mean if I had?
Nothing. I didn't insult you. I didn't. I promise.
We don't ban people from the server for posting bad videos.
Oh. Well, I know that. If you did, I know people that would have been kicked out by now. I don't mean this season. Actually, I haven't seen
How
enough.
is that
of them
better?
because I don't know. I can just pretend it's someone who's no longer here, and then then I think I can get away with it. Maybe. I don't know. Sorry, what were you doing in the Nether to get all the blackstone? You were digging for netherite.
Yep.
But you're not wearing any netherite.
Yep.
This doesn't compute in my brain. If you're digging for ancient debris, surely you'd be wanting to wear ancient debris.
Why?
Then why dig for it?
I needed it for the video.
For the video? Which video? Episode? Which one? Which one of your videos?
Well, wouldn't you like to?
For the video that doesn't exist yet.
I am working on a video. Cry out loud.
You're always working on a video.
On multiple ones. Even.
Also needs a netherite upgrade. I have one of those.
Yeah, me too.
You just choose not to use it.
I genuinely like.
So I do the
all
same
netherite.
with my intelligence.
I got all the netherite upgrade. I got the what's it called? The ancient debris and everything. And then I was like, and now I am going to go and finish those emotes I promised. Bedstone.
How many times have you said that sentence? And now I'm going to do those emotes.
Well, I actually started today, so.
Have you not started them before today?
I have started them multiple months ago.
Okay.
No, wait.
So you didn't
Have
start
I?
them today, you started them months ago.
I sketched multiple outs.
Yeah.
And then the same day, Bison was like, why are you doing emotes? I need you to do nerd chart right now. That takes priority. And I'm like, well, that would have been nice to know before I already sketched out all the.
Cause says, I'm working on a video. Progress is at 0%. You have to start somewhere, and it's only been 5 years. It's just a matter of time.
Okay. Come on now. Look.
Are you actually working on any video cause? Because I don't believe we've ever spoken about you doing videos. Geo doing videos, yes. We spoke about Geo. Mostly when you were complaining that she needs to get on with it. He started them in his mind. I was riding my
You laugh,
Lamborghini
but
in my
like-
mind. Sorry.
Like, you laugh, but you do have to come up with the thing you're drawing before you draw it, you know, generally.
Yes, I wasn't laughing at that. I wasn't mocking you.
I didn't mean you.
Oh, okay. The concept of a plan is conceptual. Okay. Not sure what it would be about yet. I do know a lot of people that seem to start a video without knowing what the video is about yet.
But enough about Smurf.
You don't mean that. Plead the fifth.
No, he has a very improvisational way of making anything right now.
But it does work
Because,
for some
like-
people.
Oh, I'm not so. So what?
I find it surprising how well it works. Is the thing? It's
Well, it's
impressive.
all about the
and-
it's all about the format at the end of the day. Like for 100 days video, it is almost antithetical to have any idea what you're actually doing, which results in a lot of them being straight up boring. And you know,
See, I
some
normally
of them
start
are designed.
a season with an idea of what I want to do that's no different.
Yeah, me too. And then it all goes down the drain immediately.
Right.
Pretty much every single time. It's impressive.
Yes, you are. See, trying to think of every time I've started a season or a world, I think I've had an idea, apart from hardcore runs, which have been more about doing the hardcore run, and then an idea has happened to take over. So my Ocean Deep world was when I went, while I was exploring, I went, I like the idea of building something underneath the ocean. I want to build an underwater base. I've never done that before, and I shall do that now. And it
Sorry,
worked.
This reminded me of a comment I got like ages ago where a person was like, what is a 100-day video if not commitment to the beat?
Yeah, fair.
You're just saying, yeah, usually I don't start my hardcore runs with a, with a plan in mind, but then
So-
something emerges. I'm like, yeah, the beat emerges. And then you commit to it and it's hilarious as a result.
But see, yeah, I'm not sure. I think I didn't. I don't think I had an idea for my hardcore world when I started it, because I wasn't expecting to survive. Because I'm not good at Minecraft, as people can confirm. Although I can be good. I don't enjoy hardcore.
Yeah.
For me, some of the biggest fun is doing those stupid things. You go, yeah, it might kill me, but it's fun. And being able to do that is important. And I know that I can play hardcore and be safe and sensible. But I don't see the value that adds for me.
I straight up hate hardcore because of that. It's
I like having the fun of and the challenge of, let's see let's just do this. It'll be fun, it'll be entertaining. I've had a lot of fun just going with, streaming with a friend and going, well, why don't we just run into this place with no armor on and see who can do the best.
Yeah, but that's not challenge. Like there's zero challenge in Minecraft conceptually. At the end of the day, whenever you die in Minecraft, that's because you were an idiot.
Yep.
So whenever you have a
or someone else was an idiot.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's someone else.
I survived 100 days in hardcore. It's like, yeah, no duh, you just weren't a moron for 10 minutes.
Which reminds me of the first time I was ever introduced to Minecraft by my nephew 13 years ago, and he showed it to me, and I went, so the scary things come out at night? Yes. Okay. And if you sleep, the night passes? Yes. Like, so I've defeated the game already. He went,
yep.
Yes. Right. That seems a bit pointless. And then I never played Minecraft. And then it was only a few years later that I went, hey.
The way I was introduced to Minecraft was Markiplier's Drunk Minecraft Let's Play, and I do not recommend being introduced to Minecraft that way.
Okay.
They are kind of morons. I very much just like watched their videos and was like, wow, this game looks interesting. These guys are very bad at it though. I wonder what can be done if you aren't an idiot.
I generally have many ideas. It's time to implement them. That's the issue. That and the skill. Yeah, I often find I like to be inspired before I start. If I'm not inspired, then I'll go play something else. When I have a eureka moment and an idea of, oh, I want to do this, which is what happened for my soloish world, where I went, I've never done something like this. I want to do it, and each time I had a new idea to add to the list, it inspired 3 more to add to the list, and so I ended up filling up a book with like 50 ideas for my world, which is going to take me years to do, and I'm okay with that.
My absolute favorite post on like the starting YouTubers subreddit.
There's a subreddit for starting.
Oh, there's so many.
There's a subreddit for everything.
There's small YouTuber subreddit. There's like there's a lot of them, and all of them are filled with posts that go like, guys, I want to start a Let's Play channel. What should I play?
Whatever brings you joy.
No, you should not.
Oh, you're gonna say niche.
Nobody's gonna want to watch that.
I think it depends on what your goal is for doing YouTube videos. So my original reason to make a video, I didn't speak in it because I was anxious, nervous, and hated all people. My first video was just me walking around a build that I did on a public server that's not going to be around forever, and I went, I want a record of this, and I don't want it just to be screenshots because that doesn't showcase it in the way that it could. So I walked around it and had some YouTube safe music in the background. I went, yes, this allows me to share it with people and go, look, I built this thing. Especially as this was a world where you didn't share your coordinates and invite people around because griefing wasn't protected against. So you build a thing, you want a record of it, take pictures and record it. And then other people on that same server went, could you do that for my place? I went, sure, I think. My first videos were just trying to keep a record of things that I was proud of that I'd built.
Did the admins not provide any world downloads?
No.
Fun.
I do have
Your
world
entire
downloads
career could
of
have been
those bits.
avoided. If the admins of that server weren't,
I would say
were just
no.
not morons.
Because there are, by that logic, all of the worlds that people have worked hard on and released as available, you would never watch their video of them doing it or showcasing it because I could just download it. Most people don't have the time or energy to download stuff. They would rather watch a 2-minute, 3-minute video.
I'm not saying nobody would have watched those videos. Nobody would have watched them either way. I'm saying you wouldn't have recorded them if you could just get a world download.
I don't know if I think I probably would, because there's people that wouldn't necessarily have the patience to download the world download, but would still be willing to see what you've done. There is less friction in watching a video than there is downloading a world and getting it to work.
I guess.
Especially when we were talking about a public server where the world download was massive.
No, I thought that you just wanted to preserve it for yourself.
No, I wanted to share it with people as well. Friends that, even just people on the same server where I can't invite you round. We are, opposite sides of the map. I'm like 40,000 blocks from spawn. You're also 30,000 blocks from spawn in the other direction. So being able to go, here's what I've done, and they could send you screenshots of theirs, and it kind of worked.
Nice.
And I didn't have Discord back then.
I started out on like a similar kind of a situation of a public server. Yeah, started doing like tutorials specifically, not specifically for that server, but like general Minecraft tutorials, kind of explain how the game works, because I was very tired of people asking me how come I can move.
How do you do
chest
that?
Of material.
Bedrock.
What?
It's Bedrock.
Yeah, well. Well, it wasn't. Bedrock didn't exist back then.
Pocketed
So.
dish.
Nope.
What? Huh? So you started on Java? Presume?
Yeah.
It must be.
I started when Minecraft 1.4 was the most recent version.
I didn't even know what
Bedrock
version I
Edition
started
did
on.
not exist back then.
I started on console.
Sucks to be you.
Why? Why would you say it sucks to be me?
Console Minecraft is the worst version.
But it's a version, and if you don't have a PC, you can still enjoy Minecraft.
Yeah,
And I think that's good.
It's still the worst one. Like, it's better than no Minecraft, I guess.
Yeah, it's like saying Bedrocks.
Okay, fine. I will not extend any flippin' sympathy towards you.
Where have you been getting your gunpowder from? Have you got a gas farm?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
Just curious. You have loads of gunpowder, and I was curious what your source was.
Yeah, silent.
So Silent has a gas farm, or you have one together?
We have one that he don't mind me using.
Okay. To make a shop and profit out of. Gotcha. Stupid question. Why, when people fly on Bedrock, does it look like they're walking in the air?
Because it's a visual bug. Why?
It just looks so funny. Your little legs kicking.
Do you
and
think
kicking.
they made it so intentionally?
No, I was more going to ask: is it something that's been around for a long time, or is it a relatively?
It's relatively recent. It hasn't been that way always.
Okay.
Actually, Elytra started out incredibly smooth in this version of the game.
More or less silent doesn't know Zloy is using his farm.
That is absolutely not the case.
I'm just picturing I'm cutting you off point.
I'd like to see him try.
I know where the farm is and I have sticky fingers.
Yep. He actually had to hold me back from decorating that farm.
There's no above the bedrock in Bedrock, is there? That's a weird thing to say. The nether roof is the nether roof.
You can get to the nether roof, you cannot build there.
Right.
Which is something that they definitely should add to Java, the clowns.
I'm inclined to agree. It feels like a very easy way of making farms. Like, yes, I shall just use an area that has no blocks for things to spawn on and place blocks, and the only things that spawn.
Good job. Like, they're not they could remove it in theory, like at any moment. They're visibly not removing it because the players like it, but also like it makes their game work worse. So why?
How would you feel if they just made the nether taller?
That would be the equivalent to just making it so they can't build.
So if you moved Bedrock up to 256 instead of what its current height is, and just filled that void with netherrack, then people would have the height they can still use. Because there are legitimate reasons to want that white height.
I fail to see your point.
I would like to have a taller nether possible. That's all. You can have portals hook up for different heights and it work well, and I like the concept of having the ability to make a taller nether.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it is a lot of work because people have to dig it out and it's all basalt. Okay. But the nether feels quite short by comparison to the overworld, especially now. Our worlds go so high up and to a negative number in the overworld, and then in nether it's relatively limited. I haven't thought this through. It's just a spur of a moment of, I think I'd like to see a taller nether.
I mean, I'm always down for more nether. People just, don't like that dimension.
When you say don't like it, as in don't like it or find it stressful and dangerous?
I feel like most people don't enjoy the nether in the first place, and also videos about the nether get less views.
Okay.
Like, it might straight up be, hey Kim, might straight up be superstition, but at some point, like, I was in voice chat with Pearlescent Moon and she was like, yeah, no, my single player series was doing actually really well until, it was my mistake to do the second episode in the nether. And nobody wants to watch the nether video, so I'm like, that was enough to tank your whole series? She was like, yeah, probably. And I'm just sitting there like, yeah, probably that. It couldn't be that episode 2 generally will perform much worse than episode 1.
Wait, that was episode 2? Yeah, that's not a fair way of judging it. Because yes, episode 2 is will always have less than episode 1, because people, if they go, what is this thing? Some people will see your episode 2 and rather than watch that, they'll go back and watch episode 1 first, because
she got invited to Hermitcraft 10 minutes later, so, don't matter.
I was going to say, I know people that build in the nether and do some awesome stuff, and it gets views and attention, and I think in some ways that adds a quirk similar to how I'm playing in hardcore does, because it's you choose to do it because it's difficult, and it adds to the appeal.
See, that's the thing. I find nether survival not just difficult, it's interesting, and I find hardcore not difficult, just boring.
Yeah,
hardcore is just hard Minecraft, and if you die, you lose everything. That's it.
I had a streaming series I did with a friend, and we just called it Banished, and we were stuck in the nether. We had to live in the nether and base in the nether, and we couldn't go to the overworld. We had a world spawn set where you couldn't edit around it. You just had a portal, you'd go back in. I couldn't figure out how to set world spawn in the nether. And I didn't need to. I just had a portal, and then yeah, you die, you come out, you're in a box that you can't touch anything of, and you go through. And I enjoyed it because of the challenge. It makes everything more interesting, and you feel more pride in your work because of the struggles that you've gone through.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the same reason why I enjoy, survival instead of creative. You could build something creative. It would look cool, but the struggle is why you feel pride in it.
Yeah, but that doesn't apply to hardcore at all.
No.
Because hardcore is exactly as difficult as regular hard Minecraft. The only difference is you don't have the wiggle room to be an idiot. And as a result, you are careful, and as a result, you play the most boring possible way, resulting in boring videos.
Yeah.
But children are stupid and will click on them.
What do you mean children are
So
stupid? Everyone's
hardcore
stupid.
gets a lot.
Except Kim. Kim's smart. I personally found Minecraft is very rinse and repeat. Tools, food, Nether, Dragon, and then the same old farms. I like when people do different Minecraft. So that's why I've never started a world without having an idea for something I want to do that's different and interesting for me, because I've not done that before, or there's an interesting way of doing it. When I started on the last survival server that I joined, Ramble Life, I had an idea for a farm. I went, I've never done this before, and I want to play with it, and it made it more interesting to have a new mechanic to do, and that's why I built a villager-powered witch farm, because I went, I've never done that before, and I wonder how I would get it to work and make it interesting, and that was enjoyable for me because of that different aspect that I'd not done before.
I mean, fair enough. The thing really is like rinse and repeat Minecraft tools, food, Nether, Dragon, and same farms. That is progression-focused mindset.
Which a
you're
lot of
trying
people
to-
have, and then
Yeah.
they drop out, which is why a lot of SMPs
Yeah,
end up with
exactly.
people that are there for the start of the season, then kind of disappear because they've done this. They're rinse and
Yep.
repeat.
Because that's like you can't win at Lego. Like you cannot.
No.
You can assemble stuff like using the instruction. You can finish a Lego set, but you cannot win at it. So
Right.
yeah.
I need to wrap up because it's time for me to go to bed. I've got work in the morning.
Oh, and I have emotes to draw.
You need to find something else to do instead of emotes. You need another excuse. That's what a lot
I
of
do
people
not.
do. Oh, yeah.
I have another excuse. I have like 12 hours of footage to put together into an episode.
Episode 1?
Well, more like half of the episode 1, because I still need even more footage.
Oh. Okay. I want to ask questions.
I
but
don't
also-
think no one ever worked on a video for that long and that hard, and resulted in something that people will want to watch. Thank you, Kim.
Kim is very nice, though. Might be saying that just to be nice. You are interesting, Zloy. Alright, let me find someone to read over to. Give me a second. I gotta jump out of the call, Zloy.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for your company. Bye. If you aren't familiar with Zloy, give him a follow. Watch his videos. He's awesome. Let me find someone to raid over to. Thank you so much for your company and support today. You've all been amazing, and I've made some progress, which is surprising. And death hasn't happened somehow. Their opinions are always good too. What if my opinion and your opinion conflict? Then what? Then what, huh? Ooh, there's an interesting option. Go for that one or go for that one. I don't think I've rated this person before. I do not recognize the name. Let's roll the dice. See what happens. Could be good, could be bad. I don't know. Actually, what I could do, the sensible thing would be to mute my desktop audio and just listen. Oh. Yeah, let's go say hello to 9.5. I changed my mind. 9.5 is an amazing person, and She does so much charity work, and I love checking it out. We'll fight! Okay, and then I'll lose. Thank you very much for the company. If you want to make me look good, feel free to copy and paste the raid message. It's there in chat. You don't have to. If you just want to go over and say hi, that's fine. Also, if you're subscribed to me, the emotes will work. If you aren't, then just do it without the emotes. It'll still look cool. Thank you again for the company. And if you haven't already, please consider checking out my YouTube and watching the latest videos for Dragon's Lair and for Truly Bedrock. Wasn't expecting to stream as late as I have. But, you know, Zloy jumps in, and he's an interesting character. Which is a nice way of saying it. So he is actually very interesting. So, thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. We are playing... Wait, why am I playing? Light fading something something? When the light fades? After light fades, that's the one. Kate sent it over from Play Indies, and it looks really cool. And I went, oh, it's a puzzle game. I haven't played a game like that lately. I've been doing far too much Minecraft. So I'm doing that tomorrow, and then Saturday we're playing with Liara, where we're end raiding. So I'll see you then. Thank you very much. Goodbye.